Welcome to Superchat. Whether you're working on your first 1,000, 2,000, or even 10,000 subscribers and beyond, you've come to the right place. We're going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. The very first channel that we're looking at today is somebody who's probably overdue for being featured, to be honest with you. This is Sharon from Connection of Lives and Interests 2020. This is an interesting channel because while it encompasses variety, there is always something happening on this channel, whether it's indoors or outdoors, in a creative way. And they might be working on a project around the house. They might be doing some crafting of all different types. There could be painting, there could be diamond painting, there's cooking videos, there's happy mail videos, lots of shout outs for other creators and things like that as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to Connection of Lives and Interests 2020. I believe this creator came to us, and now I'm thinking it's like maybe even a year to a year and a half ago, could be even longer. Originally from Michael's Adventures, who's with us as a beloved and dedicated moderator. I've got quite a few names on the wheel right now. Scratch and PPA, of course, is in the pole position. Him and Michael's Adventures together are each, actually separately, together and separately, both the two of the most supportive creators that I've met in my 5.5 years, almost 6 now, on YouTube. I should say 6 because it's this month, 6 years ago, that I started filming. And these creators are incredibly supportive as well. We've got Baked with Miss Red and Yellow Shirt Dad on the wheel with Rambling with the Brums and Just Doing Our Best. Phyllis Brown is also a longtime friend. Just Jason Keto, I caught for a premiere the other day. Vintage Jewels, Gems, and Pearls streams multiple times a week. Derek's Journey has 3 channels now and brings us fitness first. Modern War Gaming Squad with Jory is also on the wheel, and my love Kristen Welton is here as a member and a moderator on the wheel. The Gaming Ham dropped a super chat just before we started there, so I've got that channel ready to go. We will look at that channel next. You do not have to super chat or be a member to get onto the wheel or the screen here in Superchat, although it takes a very long time these days. We expect to be here for 2.5 to 3 hours today, and we'll put as many channels on the wheel and the screen as possible. Super chatters get put up in order right away, and then members get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. Like Emotion has come in. He brought us a premiere the other day, and he is here as a moderator and a gold member. So we see that channel every single day in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream. And their link is dropped every 30 minutes or so as well by Nightbot. M&T Living and Cooking is just being added to the wheel right now, along with Emotion, of course. I see we've got quite a overwhelmingly busy beginning and a couple of brand new channels in the house. Legacy R Family is here for the first time. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Asan, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Mama 4 Boys is here. Rock Chick Beauty's here from the UK. Consume the Goodness is back. MLW Fishing Man is out supporting creators all the time. I run into them constantly when supporting other creators myself as well. Chasing America is in the house. Good to see you. Yeah, Mark the Shark, actually, it's interesting. He's been a dear friend for a very long time. Obviously a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. But he has overwhelmingly generously, if that's a term, sent over a couple of different things. This is the first of 2 hats that he sent over. And I forgot the other day when I was mentioning it, they're fitted caps. So good job on guessing, because I got whatever goes after extra large is what I got going on here, and he managed to get it perfectly. The other hat I wore in the last live stream, as a matter of fact, so I have 2 of these to wear occasionally, and now that the weather's getting nice outside, I expect I'll be using these outside as well. The Gaming Ham's dropping a second super chat there for Rock Chick Beauty, so thank you for that. I really do appreciate that. She has been an incredibly generous loyal and dedicated supporter for well over 2.5 years now. So I'm sure she'll be happy about that. And all of us here in the Superchat family will be happy to see Rock Chick Beauty getting some extra love in that way. Slim Jim Longfoot was early in the door today, so thank you for being here. Mama Four Boys is in the house. Joyful Julie is here. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody at all. Al Chafe, my backstep, was early in the door as well. Lisa's Adventures in Cruising is here. Consume the Goodness. Yes, I think I said hello. Desi Chronicles is back. Holly's Adventures is here with us frequently. And then Mark the Shark, of course, himself happens to be in the chat. I was going to wear the hat anyway, but thank you for being here again. PvP San, good to see you in the house. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active in the chat, we should get around to everybody. Again, we're looking at Connection of Lives and Interest 2020. And this creator strikes a real chord when it comes to the idea of generosity, because they share so much online that they are among the highest on the list of people who share for others constantly. Every time I look, they share for not only Tuberchat, but all kinds of other creators, which I'm always happy to see. Legacy R family, thank you so much for that super chat. Absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated, of course. And for that reason, I will get your channel up onto the screen right after Rock Chick Beauty and the Gaming Ham. Hanu Vlogger, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And Rock Chick Beauty is actually reaching out to swap playlists. If anybody would like to swap playlists here with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Holly's Adventures, thank you for the super chat. I really do appreciate that. We will get to Holly's Adventures right after Legacy R family for the same reason, and a couple more channels will be coming up in a moment before I spin the wheel, and we'll get to spinning the wheel soon. Anthony ChatBot, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I have a feeling I might not be. Does pop culture and openings. Good to see you in the house. Please let me know if there's a better way I can pronounce that. I'll be happy to do that for you. Together We Travel is in the house. The Bud Files is wishing a happy Easter with a highlighted milestone message. So thank you for that. They're here with us every single day. And those highlighted milestone messages, you'll notice, knock a little bit of life off of our Stream Boss, that video game life meter under my camera here. And every Super Chat and membership knocks a bit of life off of that Stream Boss. Mona did what? Good to see you in the house. Let me get you onto the wheel. And the Bud Files as well. And again, we're looking at Connection of Lives and Interest 2020. Now, this channel, like I said, encompasses a lot of different variety, a lot to be learned here between how-to videos more than anything else. But this creator as well, like I said, shares for so many people. And we feature channels every single day on Tuberchat based on impact and generosity that I've seen within the community. And we do that across all of our social networks, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, and on the thumbnails of our videos, as you have seen. Kurzo, good to see you in the house. Sarah's Happy Vibes, it's good to see you here. Forgive me for not being sure if this might be your first time with Tuberchat, but it's great to have you here. Our instructions for anybody new are always in our video description, and you'll be welcome to meet as many friends as you'd like while you're here. Dre Lasha is in the house as well. Good to see you. I ran into them this morning with a group of creators doing a series of premieres and live streams with Boss Life Online, Be Amazing Sylvia. I forget the name of Marlene's channel. Her and Boss Life Online, Geo. Marlene and Geo have a handful of channels between them. I think Elevate with Vern was coming up. There was a handful of creators altogether. Coach Sherry was there. John H. Shelton, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And Chasing America, thank you very much. I really do appreciate that. I believe, and forgive me for being mistaken and tripping over the idea, that's Rants with Rogers and his renamed channel. Oh, I might be mistaken. Forgive me if I'm mistaken. Yeah, Rants with Rogers changed his channel name a while back, and might have too, actually. I am always happy to run playlists for people, says Consume the Goodness. They do it a lot, so if there's anybody that wants to swap with them, that's great. Storytime with Uncle Bill, good to see you here. And yeah, forgive me if I make mistakes like that with people's channel names. I try to get to know channels over time, but I promise you I make as many mistakes as anybody else. Scratch and PPA usually has to catch those for us here, for which I'm grateful. King Gamer, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in, ex-King Gamer. And Lisa's Fun Finds is here. And wow, we really do have a overwhelming beginning. So thank you, everybody. 43 thumbs up already. I hope everybody will connect with Connection of Lives and Interest 2020 if you haven't already. This creator is now on the road towards 1,100 subscribers. And then the Gaming Ham slipped a super chat in before we even started today. So we'll have a look at this channel. It's an interesting name because this creator happens to be an advocate for the ham radio community, but as well brings us a lot of video gameplay. So we see that more than anything in their live streams. But as well, not too long ago, they started expanding their content on their channel into 3D printing. That actually prompted them to start a second channel called the 3D Printing Wolf 1. And it's all one word. I'm going to copy and paste it into the chat for everybody, just in case you have trouble finding the 3D Printing Wolf 1. Whether you can copy and paste that or need to type it out. But this creator's been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for quite some time, as you can see. Now, this is their 3D printing channel with 21 subscribers now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther on their road towards the first 100. And then as well, they dropped a second super chat on behalf of Rock Chick Beauty. Now, she's done things like that countless times. So many, it literally is countless. We'd never figure it out. She has been a dear friend to Tuber Chat for well over 2.5 years now. And Rock Chick Beauty has an interesting case for a channel because she, a long time ago, reset and restarted her channel. And the question is, would you be able to do better or grow faster and stronger the second time around, knowing now what you knew then? And sure enough, Rock Chick Beauty has been able to do exactly that. So she's now getting close on the road to 1,100 subscribers. John H. Shelton just dropped a super chat, so we're going to put his channel up right after Holly's Adventures. And there's an interesting channel in the chat right now, another fellow Canadian. Tommy Temper is here. And Tommy Temper is somebody that I've met through the Convoy content, some politically charged stuff I was chasing on my personal channel a while back. But he has been an incredibly supportive creator. He often restreams a lot of creators with commentary, but he's been incredibly supportive to me and a bunch of other YouTuber friends, most of which are not actually in the Tuber Chat family and have established channels. But Tommy Temper, hopefully you're feeling welcome here. This is very different. I don't do a lot of mixing, you'll notice, between the two types of channels, just because some of my friends with some established channels outside the Tuber Chat family have some heavy trolling and stuff going on, and I don't like them coming in here. But Tommy Temper, it's great to have you here, and our instructions for how to connect are always in our video description, but specifically what this is for anybody that's brand new, because I know we've got a few new channels in the chat. This is a community of like-minded YouTubers who live with the idea of generosity at the forefront of our minds. The idea of doing more for others than we expect to be done for us. We do that here on YouTube with our YouTube channels. The idea then is to reach out to other creators and support them first by, first of all, starting a conversation with them here to let them know you want to connect, and head to their channel, watch a full video of at least 3 minutes long. Very important that it's at least 3 minutes, very important that we watch from beginning to end. With Rock Chick Beauty, it's very easy because almost every video she puts out is over 3 minutes long. They're usually around 10 or 15, as you can see. And then you leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of the video. I recommend 3 or 4 sentences. Give a thumbs up, subscribe, turn the notification bell on, as you see me do for all creators. That should make the connection stick. And then when you come back here and let them know that you've done all that for them, they will turn around and do the same thing for you. Most of the people who've been here many times before will not go to a brand new channel that they see in the chat right away, because they've been at this, like I said, for a long time. They're very seasoned, let's say, and they're waiting to see how everybody interacts in the chat here to make a judgment call for themselves as to whether everybody will be a loyal and dedicated supporter before they will connect with them. So the best hint I can give anybody for anybody that's brand new today is to reach out to other creators first and make the first move. Everybody here is willing to connect, and everybody will be open to the idea. Captain and the squad, good to see you here for the first time. Hopefully you're feeling welcome also. And please don't be shy. For everybody that's new, take your time, meet people one by one, follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, and you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Legacy R family, thank you for that super chat, or thank you for that membership. I really do appreciate that. And because of that, what I usually would do is put your name on the wheel right away. We always put names on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat, even though memberships and super chats are not necessary here. So it's open to everybody. It takes a very long time, but after about an hour and a half or 2 hours, I will start putting names on the wheel from our chat list based on who's been most active. I have a ChatBot in the background called Botissimo that helps me keep track of that. But Legacy R family also dropped a super chat, so we'll be looking at their channel next, as a matter of fact. Postcard and a pint, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. When we talk about Rock Chick Beauty's content, we see that this creator started with beauty, and they continue that today with a lot of product reviews and unboxings and haul type videos. But this creator also gets into monthly subscription boxes, and you'll notice that presentation has always been at the forefront of her mind, because this creator has these bright, bold headshots. Even though every video gets its own thumbnail, she has a consistent look that will help her with branding, of course. And she often dresses up her channel and changes things up with the banner and avatar, usually around special events and things like that, like holidays. For instance, Easter weekend is upon us for anybody that celebrates that, and the different holidays that go along with that. You'll have to forgive me, I'm not versed in all of them. But Rock Chick Beauty now is on the road to 1,100 subscribers and is monetized. Lots of ways to support her when we get there, including super chats and memberships, of course. And What the Flock is in the house. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. We are moving quick. Pardon me, Captain and the squad. Local Life Outdoors, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Phyllis Brown, hopefully I said hi earlier. I do have you on the wheel. So let's look at Legacy R Family. We're going to be looking at this channel for the first time today because they are brand new. Now, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take one of your videos, and I usually look for something around 10 minutes. So I'll see what I can find here. I'll take this 14-minute video and I'll add this into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is, after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on. That should make our connection stick. And then hopefully have our notification bell on as well, so you don't miss our further live streams. We are usually here 3 or 4 times per week, but we mix up the days and times so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. So I'll spin the wheel. I didn't mean to do that, actually. I'm spinning the wheel prematurely here. Baked with Miss Red is going to come up right after a couple more super chatters here. We always put super chatters on the screen right away. Members get added to the wheel right away, and then we'll get to spinning the wheel shortly. But Baked with Miss Red will be the first channel that we look at before I spin the wheel again. And then Holly's Adventures is coming up right now, so we'll see what this creator's got going on. Thank you again for the super chats to Legacy R Family, the Gaming Ham, and Holly's Adventures. I really do appreciate these. Legacy R family also. Holly's Adventures is somebody who's with us frequently. They happen to be live right now. I'm not sure if they'll still be live in 2.5 hours when we're done, but they stream frequently. They happen to be playing Final Fantasy right now, but you'll find a lot of variety in video gameplay here. Obviously with Zelda, I think we see Super Mario over there, and lots of other Final Fantasy and other video games that are very popular. This creator is also posting frequently, as you can see, usually several times a week, and they're here with us just about every single day as well. They got some shorts videos, and these are starting to move into the thousands of views, which is great, and they're getting close to 400 subscribers, so I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 500 that we know that Holly's Adventures will be thinking of. Thank you one more time for a super chat. I really do appreciate that. Holly's Adventures has done that many times, and then as well, John H. Shelton has done similar types of things and happens to have been an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter from the UK. John H. Shelton is somebody who, as well, I can say, goes over and above when it comes to generosity. This is somebody who I know cares very much about his own community and supporters. I'm very lucky as the host of Tuber Chat. I get to see and hear things behind the scenes throughout the week and outside of our live streams that kind of let me know, how people feel about their YouTube journey and about their friendships and about each other and things like that. But John H. Shelton is somebody who truly has the backs of all of his friends. So if you haven't connected with him, I hope you will. The Bullock Experience, good to see you here. By the way, if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. And then the Bullock Experience, I've got you on the wheel. Now, John H. Shelton is somebody who, like I said, who comes to us from the UK. He's a big movie fan and Godzilla buff, but he brings pure variety. It could be poem, it could be song, it could be shout-out videos, it could be a story to be told, a skit, a look around, some comedy, of course. And there is just a ton of variety here. Now, he's got a premiere that's coming up in a few days, but I'm going to take his latest longer video and I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. That's just a playlist that I use to keep caught up with creators with a bit of a fun name in honor of our friend Ghostly Winds from Australia. But I often put videos in there to help me make sure I don't fall too far behind. John H. Shelton posts frequently, so it's almost impossible to keep up. But he definitely is a friend that comes around and supports everybody and shares and things like that. So you'll get a lot of support coming from him after you connect with him. Baked with Miss Red is somebody that I'm still getting to know. They're fairly new to Tuber Chat, only having been with us a couple of weeks now. I accidentally spun the wheel early, but they were the first creator to have been chosen. So we've got them on the screen right now. And I'm just going to look at their shorts before anything else because they're right up here at the top of the page. And we see that these might start popping into the thousands of views, which is great. Hopefully that continues. Lots of delicious looking stuff here. So baking more so than anything. And it's interesting because we do have several cooking channels in the Tuber Chat family. Lots of homesteading channels and others that bring us cooking, baking, and videos that are similar. But this is an interesting channel because it looks like specifically a baking channel with a little bit more variety. So I'm looking forward to seeing much more of what they've got going on. And look at these. This is unbelievable. Blueberry sweet rolls. They look like cinnamon rolls, but with blueberry. That's unbelievable. And then they're making a few different types of these, so that's really cool. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with Baked with Miss Red. Obviously a member, so had been put on the wheel as soon as they got here. And now it's time for me to spin the wheel and we'll get some more channels on the screen. Of course, we're going to get through as many as we can in the next 2.5 hours or so. It looks like the next one that we're going to be looking at after a close call there is Just Doing Our Best. And if anybody has the ability to share this stream right now, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get another couple of people into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signal sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. And then thank you very much. Yes, the gaming ham might have to take a bit of a break. And, whenever that's necessary, we put a lot of pressure on everybody about consistency. I'm sure that I do. I never want anybody to feel pressured. The best success always comes when we're consistent and putting out content every week if possible. But when you need a break, you need it. And when you have other obligations, you have them. And that's it, right? There's not many of us right now that are full-time YouTubers, including myself. Certainly not. I have a full-time gig, and, YouTube is more considered a part-time thing right now, and probably will be for a very long time. I believe that it takes up until about 100,000 subscribers to really be able to be pulling a full-time income. Now, I know it's possible before that, but I'm just saying on average, that's the way it looks right now. I have not built a channel to 100,000 subscribers yet, but I can tell you that's part of the reason why I say that. But a break is never going to be detrimental, and then the idea will just be consistency when you're able to get back to it. Vintage Jewels, Gems, and Pearls, thank you for the share. Thank you everybody who's sharing right now. Just Doing Our Best is up. This channel is going to help us with preparedness and self-sufficiency. Basically, not just thinking about disaster, but being prepared for whatever's going to come our way. They'll give you a lot of interesting story about exactly what they intend on bringing us on the channel, but they talk about gardening, raising chickens, ducks, food preservation, freeze drying, and much more. So they've got some shorts videos. These are starting to get into a couple of thousand views. They're going to move into the thousands soon. They've got some live streams, and they've been doing this, it looks like, a couple times a week. I'm hoping I can catch one of these. I haven't yet, but I am going to take the latest video. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list, and that's just a playlist, again, that I use to keep caught up with creators. And I'll spin the wheel. So we'll get another channel up here, and if I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or @mention Superchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Vintage Jewels, Gems, and Pearls is up on the screen right now. We'll see what is going on with them. This creator does a lot of live streaming. That's primarily what the channel is about. They do live streams that are a live sale. I don't want to say auction because that's not quite it. I don't know what happens if people start fighting over stuff, but they got a lot of product in jewelry and other things. There's a lot more actually than Vintage Jewels, Gems, and Pearls when they get into their sales. But, it's a very fast-paced and high-energy time. And as you can see, they're doing that frequently every couple of days. They got a couple of shorts and a few videos, but live streams are primarily what you're going to find here. But Vintage Jewels, Gems, and Pearls have been incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters here in Tuberchat for quite some time. I Am Betty J. Gathers is in the house. We're going to get her onto the wheel right now. And I wonder if Tommy Temper is still here. I'm just curious if you're still in the house. Foxy's Friends is also here. And Jeremy D-Day has been a dear friend since the beginning of Tuberchat and beyond. I've actually been connected to him for about 3.5 years. If you can imagine, our stories now go way beyond weeks and months, now literally into the years. And it's only going to be a few more weeks before it's literally the 3rd anniversary of Tuberchat. We first streamed on April 30th, 3 years ago. And I Am Betty J. Gathers. Look at that luck. As soon as I put you on the wheel, you came up almost right away. And this creator is interesting. She's a powerhouse of energy and positivity. She is literally responsible for for us gaining hundreds of thumbs up here in our Tuber Chat live streams because of her friendly and energetic reminders. And she does a lot on her channel, both in videos, now shorts, and live streams, where she talks about healthy eating and healthy living. She always wants to motivate everybody with positivity. And there is information and entertainment for people of all ages, but the focus is living a best life over 60, let's just say. But she talks about intermittent fasting and other strategies, a lot of positivity on the channel. I'm just going to take her latest video and put it into my catch-up list. But you can see she streams frequently. I've got some notifications on for the next few. I catch her occasionally, but hopefully I'll catch one of these again in the next day or two. And then she's monetized, lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. We're moving much faster than we usually do, which is great. It means we're going to be able to get lots and lots and lots of channels on the screen today. Pardon me, Tales Told in the Dark. Good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. M&T Living and Cooking is coming up. They were here before the stream started, so thank you for coming in so early. We never know if those 30-minute notifications are going to work or not. M&T Living and Cooking are out supporting other creators all the time. So I try to do the same thing. As often as I can be on, I'm bouncing in between premieres and live streams, and I run into M&T Living and Cooking supporting people all the time. So it's the biggest thing I can say about this channel. Now, it's interesting because they've got a mix of delicious looking content in both their videos, and you see a couple of shorts there. Look at some of these things. But then they take us outside, literally for just some family fun. So hopefully everybody will enjoy the variety that you find here. I just want to see how the shorts are performing right now. These are getting into the thousands of views. They've had one pop over 10,000, which is great. And then I'm just going to take their latest video from yesterday and put that into my catch-up list, and that will help me keep caught up with them and their content also. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Tales Told in the Dark is still here. And then Kristen Welton is coming up right now. This is my love. We live together close to Niagara Falls in Ontario, Canada. She has her own channel doing her own thing, but you'll notice that she's got quite a bit of variety here also in live streams, collaborations with other creators, but the bulk of what she's been doing lately is either beauty or other product reviews, unboxings, and sponsored videos. Now you can see as well, we talked about presentation and branding earlier, but she has bright, bold headshots on her thumbnails with a consistent look all the way through for the longest time now. So you can see, imagine that's going to pay off. When creators do this type of thing, it's not suitable for everybody, but if it is for a channel, you can imagine that once somebody is recommended a video from this creator after they've already enjoyed something that this creator has done, they'll be inclined on clicking on that video. The only difference here is that Kristen's full-time gig is running a nonprofit organization for people living with and affected by epilepsy. March is Epilepsy Awareness Month, and she did a special video about that. And one's a teaser and one's actually the video, but you'll catch those. So those are in purple, but otherwise everything's consistent here. And like I said, product reviews, unboxings, get ready with me type videos, get unready with me. One of the biggest things that people enjoy about Kristen Welton's content is the bloopers that she puts within the videos, and there's always a surprise as she moves those around. So she's monetized, lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when you get there. I can see she put out a video that I missed a couple of days ago, but I'm going to put that in my catch-up list as well, and she's on the road towards 1,800 subscribers, so I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther. Dutchman in San Marcos, California, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And Phyllis Brown will be coming up right now. We'll see what this creator's got going on their channel. Phyllis Brown's actually been a long time friend. She also wants to motivate and inspire others. You can see she's active on the other social networks. She's got a brand new video. Sugar Addict update. You might as well have just said Tuber Chat update, because that, or Kevin's update, because I absolutely, I got to do something very quickly about this sugar situation I got going on. I consume way too much of it, and it never seems to stop. But I'm going to be interested to see what you've done with that video. Pedroza Travel, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And when we look at Phyllis Brown, we see that she's on the road towards 1,700 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther. I can't get that bell on. I forget for the life of me why that is. But let's see what she's doing with shorts over here as well. Phyllis Brown is now getting into almost a couple thousand views, which is great. Hopefully that will continue. She's an incredibly supportive creator. I see them out supporting other creators all the time, but they've been a long time generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter here as well. I've just taken another video to a live stream. That's a short one, so I just put that replay into my catch-up list. This creator might take us outside for look around as well, as we can see. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. And if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Yellow Shirt Dad is coming up right now. And I see Lisa J. Stocks coming in. Oh, I wonder if the Stock Explorer is still here. They were here before the stream started, but I'm not sure if they're still here. Yellow Shirt Dad is up right now with 642 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push him a little bit farther towards the 700 that he's thinking about. I caught him doing something now. I just watched this video this morning. I said I was going to watch it. I was late, but this one here, there's 2 dad jokes in there. There's 2 jokes of the day in one video. And Yellow Shirt Dad has become very well known. First of all, as somebody who brings us the joke of the day in his videos. Some videos are longer than others. Most of the latest ones have been quite short. But if you dig through his videos a little bit and get back here, you're going to start to find a few that get into the almost 10-minute mark, which is kind of cool. So he'll take us for a look around or a story to be told along with the joke of the day. If you look hard enough on other people's channels, you might even find Yellow Shirt Dad without that yellow shirt, but that's just a hint. And hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with this creator. The second they came into the Tuber Chat family just a few months ago, I saw them first of all out supporting others, but they're jumping in on other people's StreamYard panels. They're building friendships with other creators. I see the conversations in the chat that go on, playing video games and other things. Yellow Shirt Dad is really building up a reputation as a wonderful supporter. So I hope you'll connect with him and see what it's like to get some of that support coming back to you as well. The Bud Files are up next. These are modern day archaeologists. What they seek to do on their channel more than anything else is uncover history and digitally preserve it. They take us to abandoned places, ghost towns, cemeteries, graveyards, and there's a lot more variety on the channel actually that keeps building up as well. Pardon me, if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. And even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Sometimes you get into a premiere or a live stream, especially get captivated by the content or the conversation, saying hello to everybody and things like that, and then you got to be reminded to give that thumbs up. So that's why we do it for each other so much. Now, the Bud Files are out. First of all, they're here with us every single day, but they're also out supporting other creators all the time. So when I bounce in between premieres and live streams, I run into them constantly. I'm just going to grab their latest video. This one's a little bit longer, but I'm going to put it in my catch-up list, and I'll get that watched before tomorrow. And then as well, when we look at the shorts on this channel, we see that these have started to move. They're getting into the thousands of views already, but one of them popped over 15,000, which is great. They live stream frequently, and they could be indoors or outdoors, giving us a story to be told or a look around. They might be playing a game or even singing and dancing, as you can see. So a lot of variety here in between the modern day archaeology that they intend to bring us through their content more than anything else. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. If anybody has the ability to share this stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get another couple of creators into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. So I'll appreciate it. Cliff Hefner's going to get added to the wheel right now, and the Bullock Experience is coming up in 3 minutes. All right, we're back and looking at the Bullock Experience. And if I missed anything in the chat that anybody mentioned, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier, and I will keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. So the Bullock Experience is somebody who's been with us a long time. They're actually here with us just about every single day as well. This creator started a second channel. Now here it's fishing first. and we might actually be fishing with them or talking about fishing in live streams or other type panels. But what happens here is the conversation can go just about anywhere once it starts, as you can imagine. They've got a couple of live streams set up to go in the next few days, which is great. Hopefully I'll catch one of these. And then let's look through their videos. So hopefully we'll get some new videos soon. Their shorts have been doing okay, getting into now the thousands of views, which is great. And then live streams are something that they do fairly frequently, actually. And I'm just going to show you their second channel, The Gaming Experience with Kelly. And this is where, first of all, they were playing Minecraft, but they've actually expanded now into a couple more games. I should have known eventually there'd be a game like this. Fishing Sim World Pro Tour. Interesting. So I'm actually going to take that live stream replay and put it into my catch-up list. What I usually do with that playlist, which I use to keep caught up with creators, is I run it every either day or other day, right, depending on when we're streaming. And it's just full of videos that help me keep caught up with a lot of creators in the chat. I usually end up with 30 or 40 in there. Wouldn't be able to do it for everybody, but I do as many as I can. But I order the videos based on how long they are, if you ever wanted to know. And the reason why is because shorter videos at the top of a playlist allow somebody like me who can often watch but runs more videos than I'm able to watch. It allows me to be able to watch as many videos as possible while I'm watching. And then when it gets into the longer videos like live stream replays and some things like that, they can run while, let's say, I'm working on a computer or doing something else. I can hop on and off. Sincerely Afrikia. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. And that's Gaming Experience with Kelly, which is the same creator behind the Bullock Experience. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen right away. Gloria's Platter, thank you for coming in. She is a longtime dear friend to Superchat, as is Derek's Journey, who also happens to be a member. So I had them on the wheel right away. We'll see what they've got going on today. Derek's Journey comes to us with fitness first, and now a few channels actually, but there's a lot more variety on this channel than just the fitness and collaboration. So first of all, I'm going to take the latest video and put this into my catch-up list. That's their March 23 Steps Challenge video, but they'll take us either on vacations or for other adventures. So here we go, a grocery food haul. We're talking about a few different things here. A lot of these reviews of some of the energy drinks, for instance, and then they'll take us for other family outings and give us a wonderful opportunity to get to know the family behind the channel. Why didn't I remember that you did this? The Tetris Blast. There's a Tetris movie right now. I gotta see that. I like those movies, like those different movies, the Facebook movie and Microsoft stuff and Snowden and all those kinds of things. I want to see the Tetris one. Shorts. Let's see how they're doing here. They're getting into the thousands of views now, so hopefully that continues. And then live streaming is something that they do occasionally as well, so hopefully we'll catch them for those. They happen to be monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Now, when we get to Derek's Journey's channel, on the front page, you're going to find Balance Breakers Fitness and Gaming. This is where they intend to bring us more fitness challenges from Derek's Journey, plus video gameplay. And then when we look at You Never Know with Jeannie and Jaden, we see another couple of members of the Derek's Journey family that promise to bring us more variety in line with the, fitness challenges that we know and love from the Derek's Journey channel. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them here. 158 subscribers for You Never Know with Jeannie and Jaden. We would love to push them a little bit farther. And then Patrick Hollick, good to see you in the house. Thank you for being here. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. When we get the wheel down to 5 or 6 names, I'll start adding some names to our wheel from our chat list based on who's been most active in the chat. We might be moving a little bit faster than usual today, which is great because then we can get more people on the wheel and the screen. We can't get to every channel every single day, but once in a while we find a day where we can get to everybody. Today might be one of those days. Wayne's World Unlimited, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Yes, hydrate, absolutely. And Emotion, like I said, has been a gold member now for almost 2 straight years. Now, Emotion's here as a moderator and a gold member, so we see his channel every single day in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream. And his link is dropped by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so. Ron Mower, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Another longtime friend of Superchat. It's good to have you back in the chat. And then Lisa J. Stocks is going to help us understand investing. And I'm happy that we have a few, financial channels now in the Superchat family and have for a while that can help us maximize the impact of either the income we've already got coming in or the revenue that's going to follow with our YouTube channels and businesses behind them, especially when most of us are thinking about monetization. Now, Lisa J. Stocks is going to help us make sense of a lot of investing, talking about dollar cost averaging or dividends when we think about the stock market. And it's an interesting angle to go at with finance because investments are something, I think it'd be a wonderful world if everybody could get into different types of investments of different kinds. Now, even if you're not somebody who's going to invest or doesn't already invest in stocks, I still believe personally that it's the best idea for everybody to get as much information as they can so that you can make the best decisions no matter what kind of investments you're going to make, right? It's about just as much making a decision about what is right for you and also what is not right for you. The more information you have, the better you can make those decisions and then sleep at night on top of it, which is a big thing when we talk about finance as well. So Lisa J. Stocks is going to help us understand a lot of this. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. I just want to see their shorts again for a second, how these are performing. So these are starting to move a little bit. They got one that popped over 1,000 views, which is great. Hopefully that continues. And they are posting videos about once a week, which is great. Perfect consistency is what keeps a channel strong and solid. There's Connection of Lives and Interest 2020, our featured channel for today. That's Sharon, and that is the creator we featured for the first 5 or 10 minutes of today's stream. And she shares for creators like crazy. I'm lucky enough to be connected to Sharon on Facebook, but I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, and Twitter some of the time as well. If anybody would like to reach out and connect in that way, I always enjoy getting to know creators. And it doesn't have to be questions. It can be if there's something you think I can help with, but otherwise I enjoy learning from creators of all sizes every single day and hearing things that are either seen or noticed either within or outside of the Superchat family. Scratch and PPA is up right now. This is a creator who is very much well known as one of the most supportive creators that I've met in the last literally 6 years now on YouTube. Scratch and PPA is so unbelievably supportive to others that he is the reason why I use the term seems to be everywhere all the time to describe him and a few other creators who are incredibly supportive in that way. Now, Scratch and PPA is working on 1,600 subscribers right now. I've just put notifications on for the premiere he'll have coming up on Tuesday. This is a creator who posts with perfect consistency every single Tuesday at 12:15 Eastern without fail for well over 2 years now. And some of us have alarms on our phones and even text each other to make sure we don't miss his premieres because they're so consistent. But what you're going to find when you get there is one of the fastest rolling chats that you've seen within the Superchat family. Faster than this one, faster than most others. He rivals those of the Stock Explorer or Via Speaks Royally or Garden State Gardener and a couple of others. And it makes it fast-paced and high energy, a lot of fun to be a part of. And that's part of the Scratch Challenge series of videos, which he premieres. So the Scratch Challenge means that he's going to pit a couple of lottery scratch tickets against each other. We get the opportunity to vote on the content of next week's video if we follow Scratch and PPA on Instagram, Twitter, and or Facebook, which of course I do. It sets his series apart, makes it unique and a lot of fun to be a part of. You'll notice that he's got giveaways in his videos as well. And I think inspiration can be taken from the way he marries in the outside social networks to bring extra fun and interactivity into his series. His video editing skills have always been complimented since his very first video well over 2 years ago now. But you can see the presentation is at the forefront of his mind because of his bright, beautiful avatar, which is matched, of course, by the thumbnails for the videos and a weekly updated banner. Also, so this fellow Canadian is always thinking about his presentation, and like I said, it's a lot of fun to be a part of those premieres, so I hope you'll catch us for that on Tuesday. We'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen. Foxy's Friends is going to be coming up. We'll see what they've got going on for today. And if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Ron's Keto Cafe, thank you for being here. And Foxy's Friends is going to talk to us about Foxy Mama. This channel is meant to memorialize this furry friend, and Foxy Mama's got a bit of a story to be told here on the About page. Some shorts videos, as we can see, and a couple of these have started to get into well over 1,000 views, and then we're hoping for some more content on the channel. 225 subscribers right now. We'd love to push them towards the 300 they're thinking about, but we know that Foxy's Friends has been with us just about every single day since finding Superchat just a few months ago. So I hope everybody will enjoy connecting with them and get some of that support coming back to you as well. Great Lakes Adventures, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. We'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up on the screen and see what's happening with Michael's Adventures, who is also known as one of the most supportive creators that I've met in my almost 6 years now on YouTube. Joseph's Tropical Tanks, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Forgive me for not being certain if this might be your first time with Superchat, but hopefully you're feeling welcome either way. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. And if you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Now, Michael's Adventures is going to bring us a lot of wildlife videos, almost 3,000 videos on this channel now, as a matter of fact. I can see I'm behind with his videos, but usually what happens is I will run all of Michael's stuff at the same time because he posts every single day. So I'm going to take the latest video, I'm going to put this in my catch-up list, but I'm going to try to catch up with this before tomorrow as well. And Michael's Adventures will bring us wildlife that could include deer, raccoons, it could include foxes or bird watching. He often takes us outdoors for a story to be told and a walk around, maybe even a vacation. If you look into his videos a little bit further and even the shorts, you'll get into some lottery scratch tickets, but also he might be playing a game on a tablet. And Michael's Adventures is very well known as somebody who goes way over and above with generosity when it comes to running playlists for creators. So if anybody in the house right now is willing to swap playlists with each other, I know I just said it, but again, just please say I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. So we'll spin the wheel. Just Jason Keto's coming up, and this is a creator who I caught actually for a premiere. It's interesting though because he was in the chat, so while we're watching the premiere and hearing the conversation going on, I'll show you the video I'm talking about. It's cool because we can still interact, right? Anybody who's been in a premiere understands that. Where was the video? If I go through the latest videos, this one here from Two Doctors Homestead. Now, I had not otherwise seen that channel. That was the first introduction to their channel. But they were talking about, keto diets and results that they've had, their journey starting in keto, the way that both Just Jason Keto and his guests want to motivate and inspire others. And Just Jason Keto in general does a lot of these collaborations with other creators. You see it in the videos and in the live streams. But the conversation here is meant to motivate and inspire. Like I say, actually, you can get some more information on the About page. But Just Jason Keto is going to help us understand how to make the most out of some of the things we might find. First of all, that are marketed towards a keto diet, because it's a very different thing to pick up a bag of something that just says, keto snacks. And it's a very different thing to understand whether it's actually going to keep you in ketosis or not. So I'll leave it up to Just Jason Keto and his friends and guests to explain that, because I'm certainly no authority. I learn from these creators very much so. But he's got 720 subscribers right now, 721. We'd love to push him towards the 800 subscribers that we know he must be thinking about. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give a thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Dutchman in San Marcos, California is being added to the wheel with another channel, Sarah's Happy Hives. And we're a little bit earlier today than we usually are getting names on the wheel, so this is great. I see Keto Mama Michelle is here also, so thank you for being here. We'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen right now, and it looks like it's going to be Dre Lasha. Now, this is a creator who's posting frequently, but I actually caught them today supporting other creators. There was a round of premieres and live streams going on between Gio from Boss Life Online, Marlene, her dear friend, Be Amazing Sylvia, Coach Sherry, Elevate with Vern, my YouTube BFF, and a handful of creators wanting to motivate and inspire each other. Now, Dre Lash is here with us frequently and has two channels. We'll talk about both of them in a second. Candy Lish YT, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. Same with the Red Maple Grove. It's good to see you here. Hopefully you're both feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. James Gype, good to see you in the house. That's another creator who will help you meet more friends and family members. They've been a longtime friend of Superchat actually since we started, so that's beyond 3 years now. And thank you for the thumbs up. As well, Gail Southern Living is in the house. That's another long time friend. She's actually done 2 different videos on both of her channels to help you get the most out of Superchat. They're literally called How to Use Superchat videos. We'll talk about her channel soon enough, I'm sure. Canadian Family Life, I did not get you on the wheel yet. Let me get you onto the wheel. Now, I usually add members onto the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. I make as many mistakes as anybody, I promise you that. So don't be afraid to give me a nudge if you notice I forget, like Cliff Hefner. I know I said hello to you earlier. They should have been on the wheel, but I've got them on there now. And then after a little while, we'll get some more names onto our wheel from our chat list, like we did with Dutchman in San Marcos, California, and Sarah's Happy Hives, which we'll look at soon enough. So Dre Lasha is going to bring us some variety on her channel to motivate self and others. And let's just have a look at how some of these are doing. There's a lot of story to be told on this channel, but the shorts are starting to pop well over 1,000 views and getting into the thousands here, with one of them almost at 5,000. Lots of story to be told here. This is where the motivation and inspiration comes in from this creator. Not to mention some live streams. I'm hoping I can catch you for one of these. But 760 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push Dre Lasha a little bit farther towards the 800 she's thinking about. And when we look at her hair and fitness channel, we see Dre Hair and Fitness, 134 subscribers here. We'd love to push that towards the 200 she's thinking about. And this is about getting back on the fitness train and then attempting to grow some hair back. So I'll leave it to you to find the story when you get to the About page here, but that'll be interesting to see. I'll be interesting to see what works there for you. And I'm just going to take a video here and put this into my catch-up list. It's a live stream replay. I caught her for a live stream the other day, but I think it was on the original channel, Still Doing Fitness. And hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to Dre Lasha and Dre Hair and Fitness. They've been a longtime friend of Superchat. Don Ray B is in the house, another homesteading creator. We're going to get that channel onto the wheel right away because they happen to be a member. I'll spin and we'll get another channel ready to go. And if anybody has the ability to share this stream right now, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get another couple of people into TuberChat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther, both today and in the coming days, and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. Rambling with the Brums is another fellow Canadian from about 6 or 8 hours away from me in close to our nation's capital. Rambling with the Brums was looking forward to getting back into the Sugar Shack, so it looks like he made it back in there. That's Scott, and he is an advocate for helping others grow. So if you visit Scott for any of his especially live streams or premieres, he will be pushing to get you some more friends and family members while you're there. A couple of his videos, shorts videos, have started to really pop, which is great. He's very well known for a couple of different live streams. Saturday Shenanigans is one he often does, but Procrastination Thursdays is where we see him most often. He's got lots of StreamYard panelists that come up. There's Jesse and Lisa. Jesse's known as the Mod Father from Lazy Days Ahead. Here they are together as well. Rambling with the Brums comes to us from the homesteading community of channels, so there's a lot more than Sugar Shack videos here, but you will get to see all 4 seasons. As a fellow Canadian, of course, they get the snow, the wind, the rain, the sun, and everything that comes in between that extreme heat, that extreme cold. They have got monetization on, so super chats and memberships available to support them with when we get there. And hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to Scott and Rambling with the Brooms. You will find a lot of variety on this channel in line with a lot of homesteading and gardening and farming type content. So they've been a dear friend for a very long time. Bushido Blade Warrior, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And then Candylish YT. Oh, thank you. Yeah, the stream actually originally was inspired from a couple of different creators like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm forgetting the name. Oh, I'm yelling through the house now to see if Kristen can get it. You know when you're thinking of a name and you can't... Commander Vlogs, that's it, Commander Vlogs. He's the one who set it up. So this is Streamlabs Desktop. Pardon me, we're going to get to Dutchman in San Marcos, California in a second here. So this is Streamlabs Desktop. And all of the elements that you see on the screen are basically widgets that are included with Streamlabs. Of course, I have a green screen here that was a little bit out of place. So when you see the wheel and the screen together, that's a separate monitor that I have. You have to imagine I'm looking at this, right? And that's brought in as one element. And then when you look at the bottom of the screen and you see those slides or pictures that are going of people's channels, those are just something that's extra for the moderators and members. And then there's what we call an activity list at the bottom of the screen. That is for super chats and memberships as well. And there's an element under my camera called the Stream Boss, which is just another widget that makes it fun from the Streamlabs desktop system. It's similar to OBS, but I started with StreamYard a couple of years ago, and that was for the first, I don't know, 30, 40, or 50 episodes. I haven't got a video where I describe how it's set up yet, and I've been barking up that tree for a very long time, but one of these days I intend to get some tutorial videos done where I show everybody how you can start with things like this if you wanted to. So, next up, I believe I spun the wheel. Dutchman in San Marcos, California might be the first time that we're putting this channel on the screen. We'll know that in a second. Maybe I'm mistaken. That's okay. That's great. We're Definitely still getting to know this creator, though, with 54 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 60 they're thinking about right now, and a little bit farther on the road towards the first 100. We know that the road to the first 100 is more challenging than ever these days, but as long as everybody's doing as much as we can for each other, we see channels growing, hitting different milestones like the first 100 and far beyond all the time. So we'd love to push this channel a little bit farther. I'm going to take one of their latest videos, turning junk into guitars, and put that into my catch-up list. We also see that this creator is posting approximately once a week, which is cool. Consistency obviously is key. I talk about that all the time here, and we'd love to get this channel moving a little bit farther. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen. It's only going to be another few minutes before I get some more names onto the wheel from our chat list. Of course, it's open to everybody. Home Bartending with John is coming up right now. And we'll see what John has got going on. This is a really elaborate home bar setup. Let me see if I can get this up here. And you'll see what happens when I get his banner up. This is really something else. Now, you don't have to have an elaborate home bar setup like what John's got here to take advantage of this channel. He's going to show us how to make a lot of the world's most popular cocktails, pardon me, from the comfort of our own home. And he will take us out to show us how to keep a bar like this replenished, or the tools we're going to need to make some of the cocktails that he talks about. Baked with Miss Red hit 100 yesterday. Beating the Purge finally. Thank you. Yes, Baked with Miss Red. So one of the things, it's very much easier to be said than done. But if you keep working at it, like, so we're going to be here for a little while longer today, I'm sure. If you keep growing and trying to aim for 105, 110, that will help keep it locked in. So even if YouTube does play games with your numbers, then you will get back up over that 100 very quick. But the first 100 obviously is the hardest, and then it continues from there. And then when we look at Home Bartending with John, oh yeah, I haven't been to Home Bartending for a minute. He's got a lot going on here. Home Bartending with John has got a lot of reviews. But when he teaches us how to make cocktails, he's going to teach us different variations. And this is what I think I find most compelling about this channel. He'll give you a quick, easy recipe if there's something you just want to make fast and enjoy. But he'll also show you something maybe reference from pop culture like TV or movies. I've asked him to do a couple of requests, and he does take requests on his channel, so he's done 2 for me already. And then he'll also show you something more traditional, rich, and flavorful if you want more ingredients. He also is very considerate about the audience, so he's thinking about different ways to expand the content. He brings us comparisons in different types of liquors. He brings us series of low-calorie cocktails that will probably appeal to our keto-based friends or other people who are focused on healthy eating, healthy living, and now even healthy drinking. And then as well, non-alcoholic type mocktails, where there's a lot more than I would have even thought, to be honest with you. But he's going to show us a lot of these. Those can be a lot of fun. Even growing up as a kid, my parents would take me and my sister, and if we went for a nice dinner somewhere, they would let us order Shirley Temples so that we could feel like we were having a drink, even though it's non-alcoholic. So Home Bartending with John's going to show us a lot more than that. But he's here with us every single day and out supporting other creators as well. So it's almost time for me to get some names onto the wheel from our chat list. I'll do that in a moment. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Superchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Hopefully my internet's going to work here. I'm afraid it might not. Here we go. Okay, it might have hiccuped. But we should be okay. And then Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. Elisa's Adventures in Cruising. I'm not sure if I said hello earlier. I think you've been here for a while. And when we look at Modern War Scheming, Modern War Gaming Squad with Jory, we see a lot of shorts videos, and this looks like a lot of Fortnite content actually, but these are starting to move. One of them's popped over 1,000, which is great. When we get into the live streams, we'll see Apex Legends, Fortnite. I think there's a few more games, maybe not yet, Battle Royale. No, that's a Fortnite as well. So I'm looking forward to seeing more, but this creator's already well over 500 subscribers also. We'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 600 they're going to be thinking about. Pardon me, and then hopefully traditional videos will be something that comes from this creator as well. Let's spin the wheel. It's time for me to get some names onto the wheel from our chat list. Oh, I see. The Red Maple Grove is a couple between Baked with Miss Red as well. So thank you for coming in. You know, word of mouth and sharing and all that stuff is still the #1 way that channels grow, including the Superchat family here. So I'm grateful for all of that. But it's good to know that. I'm going to try to remember that. So when I talk about your channels, I'll talk about them together. So that's Baked with Miss Red and the Red Maple Grove. And then Cliff Hefner's up here right now. We're going to talk about this channel in a second, but I just want to get some names onto the wheel from our chat list. I have a robot in the background called Bottissimo. It's a paid one, but I really like it. I use it on every channel. It's got a few great features. One of these days I hope to talk about those as well. But one of the things that it does really well is keeps track of how active everybody is in the chat with basically true conversation. So when I need names for the wheel, like right now, then I go over to my robot and start adding names in order. So Sarah's Happy Hives is still there. I'm not sure if they're still in the chat. I hope so, but I've got them on the wheel. Mark the Shark is coming up on the wheel with Elisa's Adventures in Cruising. Now, Mark the Shark is the creator who generously has sent over 2 of these hats. So I have the original Mark the Shark hat in actually opposite colors from the one I was wearing the other day, where he's also sent me over a Much Love and Aloha hat in white and purple, which is the greeting that he often uses. But Mark the Shark's been a dear friend for a long time. We'll talk about his channel soon. Oh, and then Candylish, yes, Candylish YT, all of that music is owned, so I own it all basically, right? And that's just the second channel that we have. There's only about 48 songs there, but that's all the same music you hear in the background of Tuberchat. It's all been published legitimately out on Spotify and Deezer and Apple and Instagram and, or you know, everywhere else, right? TikTok and everything. But you can use it in your videos and live streams, absolutely. We used to have a live stream going. I might put one up again, but there's lots of videos there that have all the music, and you can use those. There are MP3 download links at the bottom of the descriptions of most of the songs. Eventually I'll get that cleaned up. It'll be all of the songs as well. TNT's Adventures to Sea. Good to see you in the house for the first time. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends, and you'll find some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. And then Cliff Hefner is up right now. We'll see what this creator has got going on their channel. Cliff Hefner's actually been a longtime friend and is somebody who's out supporting other creators all the time as well. 245 subscribers right now. When we look at their videos, we're going to see that they've got a lot of variety here and stories to be told. And when I look at shorts videos, I just want to see how these are performing because I've got this interest in shorts right now. For those of you who remember, a few days ago I talked about doing an experiment with some shorts, and it's underway right now. I started on Thursday. I'm dropping 16 shorts in a row. They are not the most entertaining shorts in the world, and the idea is not just to post them there, but to also post them separately on TikTok, Instagram Reels, Facebook Reels. I tried Pinterest. It didn't work one of the days. I don't know what I did wrong, but I'm working on that. Twitter as well, just to see where some of that content might move and where it might not. So I'll let everybody know how that goes as it goes. Nez Lover, good to see you in the house. Cool Gamer, good to have you here. Thank you for coming in. And the J Jordan, thank you. I've got you on the wheel. The J Jordan is always on, either on their own channel, other people's channels. That is a creator that's just killing it right now. Cliff Hefner has got some shorts. Like I said, they're moving towards 1,000 subscribers, which is great. Hopefully that continues. I see CV Baseball Card Collectors in the house. Thank you for coming in. Oh, how many shorts a day do you think is best to post? So Candy Lish YT, I'm trying one a day right now for 16 days in a row, but the only reason I even have them is because I took them all out of videos that I made, and they're just basically like clips of those videos. So trying to gather shorts content is probably the biggest challenge as opposed to getting it out. So I don't have an answer for that. There's a thought out there that it's possible if you post too much, YouTube will slow it all down. You don't give the videos enough time to breathe, but I don't know if there's any truth to that. I don't know if I would buy into that. For many years, they have talked about on Twitter and Instagram encouraging people to post 3 or 4 times a day. On Twitter, maybe even more. TikTok, I don't know how often some people are posting. It seems I don't go on it all the time. I'm on there for a second every day. I don't watch it as much as I probably should, or as much as a lot of people do. But I see some of the same people posting at least every day. If not, it seems more than once a day. So I don't have an answer for how many is the right amount. But I'm going to try this experiment so that 2 weeks from now, I'll be able to show everybody exactly what happened. You'll see the type of content I posted, exactly how the numbers went on each of the networks, including Shorts, Instagram and Facebook Reels, TikTok, and Twitter, and possibly even Pinterest if I can keep that thing going. And so, thank you, Sarah's Happy Vibes. Sarah's Happy Hives. Thank you. I've still got you on the wheel, so we'll be looking at your channel soon enough. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. Gail Southern Living is going to do a shorts experiment. Use a hashtag or not. Write a description or not. Interesting. Going to a city in Texas, making a bunch of, near Texas, making a bunch of shorts. That'll be cool. And I'll be interested to see. And there you go. Yeah, see, CV Baseball Card Collector might have said it the other day. They said if they post too many shorts, YouTube slows them down. So it's possible, but I will tell you one thing about the beginning of my experiment. I'm just going to look at my numbers right now on TubeBuddy. For those of you who don't already use it, TubeBuddy is something I absolutely use. It's my #1 tool. Not that I want to extra push or anything like that, but I do put affiliate links in the description of all the Tuber Chat live streams. So if you haven't already seen it, of course it helps me out if you use that to sign up for it, but they have a free app and it will give you numbers for your views, comments, thumbs up, even your thumbs down and things like that, right? So I put a video out on Wednesday, which was not a short video. It's the last video I posted. That's about 3 minutes long or something before the shorts experiment started. I posted a short on Wednesday, Thursday, and again this morning. Thursday, Friday, and again this morning. And for the first almost 48 hours, got like not very many views at all, not even close to 100 on Thursday and Friday's shorts. However, all of a sudden, I forget when it was. I think it was when I woke up Friday morning, if I'm not mistaken. I forget when it was. At some point, I noticed that Thursday's short had gotten 250 or thereabouts, and Friday's short, which I had posted before, so I took that one off and reposted, got 1,300. So that's not terrible. And then the one I posted today has 200 right now. So sometimes it can take more than a day for YouTube to give these things a push. And I hadn't seen that before. I've only done about 20 or 30 shorts, but they usually fire off within the first 24 hours after being posted. this was the first time it took a bit of a delay. But again, this is half the reason why I'm doing the experiment, is to, obviously there's benefit in putting this stuff out there, but I also want to share with everybody the results of what I'm going to do, so that everybody can come back to me with feedback about what they've done. Because like I say, I learn from creators of all sizes every single day. The more we share ideas like this here in the chat, the more we can all make better decisions for our channels and our videos, myself included. But my experiment is also to see what happens on other networks like Facebook Reels, Instagram Reels, TikTok, Pinterest, and Twitter. And this comes from a few different things. One of them is a story about Wicked Awesome Gardening, which is a channel here in the Superchat family. I'm going to feature them tomorrow, so I'll really talk about the story when I get them up there. But they apparently put some short form content on Facebook Reels, saw it not move for about a week, and then got millions of views and brought them about 1,700 subscribers on YouTube. So interesting, right? Oh, there you go. Yeah, Just Jason Keto. One of the things that made me shake my head, though, is that I got on one of these shorts, and I have done enough now to understand. I've had a couple pop over 1,000 before and this and that. But why is it that they don't move? Then all of a sudden you get 1,000 views in an hour and not one comment. That is weird to me, right? So I don't know if YouTube, I don't want to accuse them of anything, but I wonder if there's inflation in the numbers going on, if that makes sense, or anything like that. Anything's possible, I'm sure. But again, it's an experiment. We'll see how it turns out. So I know that's a bit of a long speech. Cliff Hefner has been on the screen for a few minutes now, but they're a longtime friend. And let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up. Mama4Boy says their channel's gone down since they've been monetized. I've got not only my personal channel, I got to over 9,900. I'm back down under 9,800 now. But I've got some friends who really exploded into the tens of thousands of views. And these channels, including my personal channel, are losing so many subscribers it would have you shake your head. I've taken pictures of it for people and said, look, I lost 70 subscribers this month, or I got a friend who's losing hundreds a month and things like that. But that's just because we chased some very polarizing, politically charged content, basically news, and the numbers just went up like crazy. But the news chasing people don't come back for our regular form content, right? Like people who are looking for whatever's going on in the government and the Freedom Convoy last year are not interested in my vinyl record collection, for instance. But that's just an idea. But the numbers always fluctuate no matter what we do. As you see, all channels over time grow with consistency. It's certainly not a race as well, so we just want to do what we can and have a strong and solid foundation so that when it is your turn, you don't have to call it luck. I call it luck, but luck will come by and make our videos fly. Emotion has got something coming up. That's a live stream, actually. Emotion, I think, is still in the chat, too. I'm going to ask them. I can't be sure of our end time today because things are looking different today than they usually do. Just putting a link into a short, just putting a link to a video into a short help. I imagine it's possible. One of the things I was trying to do is use one of the shorts as a trailer for a long form video just to give it a few extra views. Whether that's useful or not, I don't know yet. I've only done it once or twice so far, pardon me. But I always fill out full descriptions or like decent sized descriptions, always tags, always hashtags, always consider the title to be accurate, if not entertaining. So I'll share with everybody what happens with that. But one of the things I am doing is I'm using the shorts to promote the long form content. So putting a link to what my videos are of vinyl records. I used to be a DJ. I still buy records today, not for that reason, just to listen to, but I buy these things, right? And the videos that I've posted are, let's say, a vinyl record haul where I talk about 4 or 5 records, right? The shorts are all one record at a time coming out. And I put these up, and the idea then is that there's a link there that says, watch the full vinyl haul video, with a link to the long form video. So kind of the opposite, I think, of what you're talking about. Oh, I see. Just Jason Keto. Yeah, I might even mark my shorts so that people can't do that kind of stuff. Oh, wow. She stole my thunder. Is in the middle of watching an opera right now. Yeah, thank you, CV Baseball Card Collector. We don't hit 100 every single day. Almost every day. Almost every day. Hopefully a month from now I'll be able to say every day. She stole my thunder as a fellow Canadian, but they also happen to be a member. But they also dropped a super chat, so we're going to look at that channel next. So thank you for that. So Sharon, yeah, I did a short favor for a place for a few months from the summer until Christmas. The idea was when that started, we didn't know how long it was going to last or whether it was going to continue. But the idea behind the night we were trying to do just wouldn't fly. We tried everything, threw a lot at it. Staff was all helping. Everybody was helping. But this place was closed during the pandemic, and we're afraid that that might have caused like detrimental slowdown, right? So they're trying a few different things over there, but that was just an idea for a while. I may not do any of that anymore. Certainly not much. But I really don't know. Who knows? I change my mind about things all the time. We'll see. But it's an idea. And yeah, thank you, everybody. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Oh, and then thank you, Dutchman in San Marcos, California. Oh, you're a vinyl collector too? Yeah, I always ask everybody, please don't get rid of your vinyl records before you talk to me first. I certainly don't have an unlimited budget. I can't just buy everything from everybody at full price or anything like that. But I ask for the favor anyway, because I hate the idea of those things disappearing into hands of people who will not like or appreciate them. And then I can't tell you how many friends I've had throw things in the garbage. I literally had one of my best friends that was a DJ at the time throw out a bunch of vinyl records, and I said, come on, dude, why don't you let me like either buy them or take them or whatever? He's like, nope, you don't need them. You don't need records anymore. I don't want anybody to have them. I couldn't believe that. Just kind of ridiculous to me. Virtual Shopkeeper Dee, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. That's a slight name change there. I'm going to get them onto the wheel. They happen to be a member. Now, Emotion's going to go live in about 45 minutes. I was going to suggest that they change the time, but actually it's better that they go on because they'll already be live, and if they're going to be on for a while, we'll go over there and raid. Emotion is a gold member here, but they also happen to be a moderator. And so for that reason, you'll be able to meet more friends and family members in their premieres and live streams. All of our moderators allow and encourage people to do that. And, I have over 1,000. Yeah, interesting. That will likely be when we get over to Emotion's channel, a compilation of his music. He's a talented singer and songwriter. I have Elvis. If I hadn't bought any from anybody else, I probably have something from my father, if not a couple. But one of the things I did more than once was go around to, let's say, garage sales. Now, I have a lot of records because I worked in radio. I bought all kinds and was a fortune and everything else back in the day. But I would also go to a garage sale, and usually what I would do is I would say, hey, I see you've got some records there. At the end of the day, I'll take whatever's left for $1 a record if you just want them out of the house. And a lot of people do. A lot of people just want them out of the house, right? records can be expensive. If you can imagine, and forgive me for those of you who have no interest in what I'm talking at all, but we'll try to skip through this conversation fast. But when I was a teenager in the late 80s and leading into the 1990s, we were paying as DJs $10 a song to have music to play in nightclubs. There's a lot of reason for that, but there's specific records made for DJs and all this stuff. But $10 a song, literally. And when you think about that, the records have become more expensive in general, but they don't make them quite that way anymore. Now it's just mostly albums. So, there's value in that. You get one of the records I put out today was a Mariah Carey album. It's got whatever it is, 13 of her number one hits, but you're certainly not paying, $10 a song anymore for that stuff. And they're really only, something that's going to appeal to people who really, really, really care, right? Otherwise, why wouldn't everybody just get a Spotify account for $15 a month or whatever it is, and you just have every song to listen to? Oh, I see. Interesting. Emotion's going to do a live stream with panelists. So that'll be cool, as well as music and chat. So that'll be awesome. So Emotion's going to go live in about 45 minutes, but I'm not going to ask you to change the time, even if you would have, just because it's better if you're already on. We'll come and raid, because I don't know what we're going to expect for an ending today. Sam's Logs Trains and More is here from the UK. He's also a moderator and a member. Now, Emotion, we're going to get a great look at this channel in a while. After Tuber Chat, we'll go over there and raid, like I said. And Jedi Cameron, let me get you onto the wheel as well. Emotion is a talented singer and songwriter that brings us new soul R&B music. Let me just type that in the chat. Emotion, New Soul. His channel is a very short name and a very popular word, so it can be tough to find this channel. But if you type in Emotion, New Soul, Emotion, New Soul, you will find him fairly easily. His music video should come up close to first. You'll recognize the purple and blue avatar. It's an official music channel. He's now over 3,300 subscribers. So you know that I say of channels of this size that there must be much to be learned from them, as well as entertained and inspired by, because of what they must have already been through in their YouTube journey. We can imagine what it takes to get to 3,000 and beyond, right? He's monetized, lots of ways to support him, including super chats and memberships. He brings us his original works in music videos, but he also brings us compilations, and those can be in live streams or premieres, or a live performance like what he's going to do today. And then he rounds out the channel with some reaction videos and some shorts. But on Writing with Emotion, New Soul, this is a second channel from the same creator where we get to see how the music is made and the man behind the music as well. 780 subscribers over here. I'm hoping we can push him a little bit farther towards the 800 he's thinking about. And then he rounds out this channel with more compilations, reaction videos, and shorts also. She Stole My Thunder dropped a super chat. We're going to look at that channel right now. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. They were just stopping by quickly. They might literally be at an opera right now. Oh, the benefit of going live. There's a few. Thank you, Scratch and PPA, for catching that question. If anybody's mentioned something that you meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Jamie Hart is in the house. I'm just getting her onto the wheel right now. She's a member, and I'll get some names onto the wheel from our chat soon enough. CV Baseball Card Collector is asking, trying to do more lives, what are the benefits of going live? And Annabelle TV, I'll get you on the wheel while I talk about it. So live streams can benefit in a couple of different ways. After a while, they start to really pick up, right? With consistency, whether you do something weekly on a schedule or whether you do something every day, you will find that your crowd during the live streams will grow over time. And so there's a couple of different reasons for that, but one of the biggest benefits is, first of all, watch hours when we're thinking about monetization, because somebody might very much on average stay longer in a live stream with you than they will on a replay or watching a long video, even if you're only streaming for an hour, for instance. The other benefit to that is the idea of how many views do you get when the video is done. So Superchat right now, you can see, like, today's a very slow day, to be honest with you. Lately we have anywhere from 40 to 50 people in the chat most of the time. Today we're floating around 25 to 35. But you'll notice that after the live stream ends, right away there's anywhere from 200 to 300 views on that live stream, and then they usually pop an extra 100 or so within the next couple of days with replays and things like that. So that's a part of it. The other thing too is when it comes to the watch hours, as long as your live stream is less than 12 hours long, you retain all the watch hours. And, you know, a lot of people will come in, like even here in Superchat today, there are probably friends who are running the stream in the background. You'll notice when I go into a thing like this, pardon me, she stole my thunder. We'll get back to your channel in a second. But when we look at the live chat here, this is a window I use to keep track of the chat while we're on the stream here. But if I click the participant list, you're going to see that right now my window says 34 people are watching, but there are not 34 people in the chat. There is barely 20, maybe, in the chat, not even right now. Because a few people are running into the background. A few people have not said anything in a couple of minutes and things like that. So, you get watch time for literally every moment that somebody watches your stream. And I can't be certain about this because I'm not a Google engineer. However, I have done hours and hours and literally days, weeks, and months of experimenting with watch hours over the last 3 years. And it seems to me that you get one view for about every 5 minutes that somebody watches. So if you stream for an hour and you have one person watch the whole time, you get about 12 views for that. Again, not set in stone. That's what I find the calculations to be, but you can see the benefit that comes in that, whereas if somebody's watching your video for an hour, you get one view, right? So that's just an idea more than anything else, but it comes from a lot of experimentation over the years. Budgeting just because, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully that helps. I know it's a long-winded, not very informative answer. But the more you see people streaming and the more you people ask, like, let's say you ask them why do they do it, you'll hear better answers than what I'm going to give you. Tuberchat was set up before I even, as an idea, I knew I'd be streaming like this before I even started. By probably 6 months, I started picking up, like going into people's live streams, stuff like that, building up the subscribers in about the end of January or February of that year, and didn't start streaming until the end of April, if that makes any sense. Classy Cookery, good to see you here. Captain and the squad is still here. And, one of these days, hopefully I'll get into a system where we can talk about this stuff at more length, because here we only get into bite-sized information. Keep in mind, of course, like I said, it's just ideas. I try to be very transparent here with everybody about what I have and have not accomplished. I have monetized 5 channels, but I have not built a channel to 100,000 subscribers yet. I have videos out there that are in the hundreds of thousands of views. One of them is now over 900,000. Not on one of my channels, on another one I run for somebody else. I have run more channels, and I let a lot of them go a few years ago, basically because I had a couple of people kind of just paying me like, here, just do it for me. Whereas I prefer to help somebody who wants to work on their own channel. So I do that now instead. Not to mention time's always a factor. But that's an idea. The more we discuss here, the more we all learn from each other, myself included, so that I can come up with experiments and ideas that I can do on my personal channel, which was inspired by ideas from other creators here in the Superchat family, actually, on top of some of my own ideas and then experience. Andre Southgate, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. So She Stole My Thunder is up here right now. They talk about reviewing books, art, and movies. But they actually do a lot more on their channel. There could be stories to be told. Often they'll read. They give us looks at museums and art galleries and things like this. They also bring us helpful videos. They recently did a live stream where they show us how to use Canva to make thumbnails, which is a free website and app that's very popular. We talk about it sometimes here as well. They've got quite a few premieres coming up, so I'll look forward to these. But She Stole My Thunder also has close to 1,500 subscribers. They're a fellow Canadian from the Montreal area and an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. So I hope everybody will connect with them if you haven't already. Thank you again, She Stole My Thunder, for the super chat. Like I said, they might have just come in quickly there. And to our friend Jaden, who might be running the stream in the background, thank you very much, my dear friend. Jamie Hart is going to be coming up in 3 minutes. All right, we're back with Jamie Hart. This is a creator who brings us a lot of variety on their channel. They've been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for quite some time. Thank you, everybody, for your patience. I'm going to try to move a little bit faster through channels now. We're not in any rush or anything like that, but we know that Emotion's going live after. We're going to go and raid in there whenever we finish. We'll stay as long as we can, maybe even up to another hour or so. Now, Jamie Hart brings a lot of variety, including horror, Twin Peaks movies, retrospectives, vlogs, live streams, gaming, karaoke covers, adventure, nature, photography, and happens to be a cat lover as well. And she shares a bit of that. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with her. We'd love to push her towards the 600 subscribers that she's thinking about. She's going to talk a little bit more about her content on her About page when we get into the videos. The latest one's pretty short, but I'm going to put this one in my catch-up list. I hadn't gone through that yet. And then some shorts videos, so hopefully these continue. We find for most creators that I'm putting on the screen here today that a lot of, almost everybody's getting into the thousands of views with these things, at least over 1,000. So hopefully that continues for everyone. And then some live streams. Hopefully I'll catch you for one of these again soon. It's been a while. And then there we go. New content is coming soon, they said. Great. Thank you, Yellow Shirt Dad, by the way. I did catch that in the break. And then we'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. I know I said it before, but again, we push it a lot here. If anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Now, Annabelle TV is somebody who brings fun everywhere she goes, but so is Six Poses Back. That is somebody I like hanging out with on her live streams, but she's out supporting all kinds of people all the time. She's been a longtime friend of Superchat as well. Now, Annabelle TV is going to bring us a little bit of comedy along with the fun that goes into all of her videos. One of the things she does most often is mukbang style product reviews and taste test challenges. These are usually collaborations with other channels, as you can see from the titles. Now I see I've missed a few here. I'm just going to take the latest video. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list, but she sometimes brings us gardening updates as well, or traditional unboxings and product reviews. Annabelle TV is somebody who's here almost every day and out bouncing in between premieres and live streams. I run into her constantly supporting creators as well. So I hope everybody will connect with her so that you can get some of that support coming back to you as well. She's over 800 subscribers right now and on the road towards 900. So I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther. I'm going to try to move a bit faster through channels now so we can get as many on the screen as possible. We'll hold on for either another hour until my voice lets out, whatever comes first. Dawn Ray B is coming up right now. This is a creator who comes to us from the homesteading community of channels, and she has got a really interesting story behind her channel and the reason why she's doing YouTube. So the idea of living the homestead lifestyle was a dream come true for this creator, and you can see on their banner that they want to inspire others by saying each new day is an opportunity to make your dreams come true, and that's what she wants to instill in everybody while she brings us along in her own homesteading journey. So this is really, really cool. She's an extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, has been ever since finding the Superchat family. She supports on all of my channels, for which I'm grateful. Now you'll see that I've taken the latest video and put this into my catch-up list, so we'll see what she's talking about there. I just want to see how the shorts are performing on this channel as well, because we've been talking about those a lot lately. These are starting to get into a couple of thousands of views and more. I'm hoping that what the idea is with shorts is that as we continue with consistency to post frequently, that some of them start to help the others pick up. So we'll see. I should change my experiment to do some daily number watching. I don't know if I can quite accomplish that or not. The Red Maple Groves, he is talking about now is the time to plant. For a lot of people, it is, different climates when we start to get a little farther north. I happen to be in the Niagara Falls area of Ontario, Canada, about an hour and a half away from Toronto, and we're watching the dates right now. My understanding is the Farmer's Almanac can tell everybody when their last frost date is so that they can understand when to plant. But a lot of people as well we see starting indoors. So we saw a video the other day. I can't remember for the life of me. Now I've seen two two videos of the same idea where they're taking cups. One of them had red cups and one of them had yellow cups, if I remember right. And they were starting to get the soil and the seeds together so that the plants could start growing, whether it's just plants or whether it's herbs or vegetables, and then they can bring them outside when it's time to bring them outside. So it's an idea, and I'm still learning. I have not grown anything of my own since, grade school and things like that. Kristen and I went and visited some friends. They're only about a half an hour away from us here, fellow Canadians, obviously, from a channel called Hope Bus. And we went over there just to visit them, and I did a video of the tour of their RV conversion project where they're intending on moving to live in full-time on their own land and everything else within the next year. You get the story on their channel, but they literally handed us a tomato plant and a basil plant and said, here, you're going to get started. Now, Kristen's looked after them. We did pull a few tomatoes off the tomato plant, but a ton of basil as well. I think she said she was using about 10 leaves a week off of that thing, which is something else. So we've begun, and that's where it starts. And Don Ray B wants to inspire us to kind of, if that's your dream, is to do some either homesteading activities or live the homesteading lifestyle, then that's what she wants to inspire. But regardless of what our dreams are, she wants to inspire us to chase them and hopefully make them come true, because every day, she says, is an opportunity. So it's wonderful to see this kind of motivation and inspiration coming from a creator. And on the About page, you're going to get the story about the channel and why she started and how she started, now living on 4 acres and hopefully as happy as she was expecting to be. But I think so. You picked that up in her videos. Mona Did What is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on their channel. Sam's Vlogs Trains More says it's starting to get a little bit warmer. We've started to approach not summer temperatures, but my favorite temperatures, which are now more like autumn. But I really like things when they're around the 10 to 16 or 17 degree mark. But that's because I do a lot of outdoor work and it's physical in the good weather months. That's going to be starting for me in a few weeks. And when it's too hot, is it too hot? But when it's too cold, you're also bundled up in this and that. But I certainly do like the weather right around where Sam's Vlogs Trains More is talking about. 15 degrees is just great for me. And there you go. See, Don Ray B is reinforcing that in the chat. So Mona Did What is up here right now. This is a creator who's going to bring us different crafts of different types, quilting, sewing, and bag making videos. They haven't built a quilter for very long, but they're working on it, and we see that in their videos. And then they're talking about a lot of sewing here in the latest couple of productions. But I'm hoping I can catch them for one of these live streams as well. They did one just last week. I don't know why I didn't catch that. And then shorts videos. Let's see how these are performing for this creator. A couple of, her daughter made cookies, which is interesting. And then we see that these are popping into the thousands of views, which is great. See, I hope that continues. You usually see this. You see a group of shorts videos that have, they're posting a lot here on Mona Did What, actually. But you see, all the way up from any number of views right up into the thousands. But it seems that there's a ramp for everybody in the number of views that they get. It's not like one creator, I don't know about the channels with the millions of subscribers and things like that, but it's not like one creator gets 50,000 on all of their shorts and they never have a short video that only gets 17 views or 700 views or whatever it might be. There seems to be this variety. So what happens, I believe then, is I'll just take the opportunity to say, if we post with consistency, even when it comes to shorts, and think about the production value, because I've filmed some pretty useless stuff and put it up, and the results were as expected. A duck crossing a road or a goose crossing a road isn't the most entertaining video in the world. One of the things that I'm experimenting with as well is putting captions on the stuff. I'm not sure if that's what Canadian Family Life has done with these or if these are just titles, but I don't think you can set thumbnails for these right now. So these are probably baked into the videos. I could be mistaken. Maybe Power Director has a way of doing that. I'm just going to take one of their latest videos here. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list, and that will help me keep caught up with this creator, or get caught up a little bit. Canadian Family Life's a channel I'm still getting to know. 411 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 500 that they're thinking about. Creative Beauty Butterfly, good to see you in the house for the first time. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Hope I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Yes, thank you, Scratch and PPA. This is Tiffany. I don't know every creator's first name, and I always refer to everybody by their full channel name, whether I'm here in Superchat or not, just so everybody knows who on earth I'm talking about. But here we are, another Canadian family from New Brunswick. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. And they give us a bit of a story on their About page, am I right? Hauls, food bank hauls, Christmas fun, day in the life, vlog type videos, cooking, baking, do it yourself, and some country living. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that when you get there. And First Floor Audio just dropped a super chat, so I've got them on the wheel. And then Dark Vape Chef PS5, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And actually, Annabelle TV, I'm going to put it up again because you dropped that super chat. But Connection of Lives and Interest 2020 is actually our featured channel for today. So we talked about that channel first. But I will put it up for another moment. And First Floor Audio is going to come up right now. That's Lee from the UK, another music producer. This creator has a different way of doing their live streams. It's a unique channel in the Tuberchat family, because what Lee will do is allow us to influence and interact with him while he produces or performs. Now, all of his music's available on the channel as well, but he's got one series of live streams called Radio 1FA, and this is where he features all of his music in compilation, so we can get an idea of his diverse style. First Floor Audio has even gone as far as he does a lot of work off the cuff. So when you walk into the chat, he keeps everybody engaged by including everybody in the chat, whether he's singing or performing or in between keeping up with the chat. He literally did a Tuber Chat song for about 3 minutes one day out of nowhere, which I thought was kind of cool. He's always got StreamYard panels and creators there. I'm not sure if Dude Classic is still in the house. I think they came in just while we were going on the last break. But hello if you're still here. Thank you, Sam Slogs, Trains and More. Yes, happy Easter to everybody. That's that might be keeping a lot of people tied up this weekend as well, is a lot of different family celebrations and things like that. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to First Floor Audio. Thank you, Lee, again for a super chat. Absolutely unnecessary. Very much appreciated, of course. We always put super chatters on the screen right away in order. Members get added to the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat, but after another hopefully short period of time, I will start adding some names onto our wheel from our chat list. I have a robot in the background that helps me keep track of who's most active. Connection of Lives and Interest 2020 is our featured channel for today, so we talked about them during the first 5 or 10 minutes of the stream. This is Sharon. This is somebody who shares for other creators among those who share the most out of anything I've seen in the Tuber Chat family, if that makes any sense. An incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. I believe they originally came to us from our friend Michael's Adventures, who's here as a moderator as well. But, word of mouth and these sharing and conversations that people have about each other's channel is still the #1 way that you can build up some new friends and family members and followers for your channel. So I appreciate that always. Connection of lives and interests, like I said, we talked about them during the first 5 or 10 minutes of the stream, but Annabelle TV generously sent in a super chat for them and actually took over the stream boss position in doing it also. So what I'm talking about is the video game life meter under my camera here. Every super chat and membership knocks a little bit of life off of the stream boss. The last person to knock them out takes over and gets a little bit of extra exposure. So that'll be Annabelle TV for a while. Jedi Cameron is up here right now. We'll see what they've got going on their channel. And thank you, Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More for the super chat. I'm going to put your channel up next for that reason. Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More also comes to us from the UK. He's here as a moderator and a member. So Jedi Cameron brings us video gameplay, and they mix up the gameplay a little bit. Call of Duty, Fortnite. They've got a few things going on their channel. I love all the Lego games, actually. When I play, I don't make time to play video games right now. I haven't for a long time. But when I do, Grand Theft Auto is my go-to game. But one of the games I've bought a few of is these Lego games too, like the Lego Star Wars. And I've enjoyed playing like the Lego superheroes and stuff like that. I just think they're the funniest things. Lego was probably my favorite toy growing up as a kid. So to see these video games, you can't help but make you laugh, right? So they can, yes. Thank you, Scratch and PPA, for catching that question from Jamie Hart about shorts. So shorts basically now just means that they're vertical. I almost always produce my videos on a computer. Now, I use Final Cut Pro, and it makes it very easy to make a vertical video, but as long as the resolution is right, which instead of 1920 by 1080 would be the opposite, right? 1080 by 1920. Then that will help. You don't have to use that resolution, but as long as it's a 16 by 9 aspect ratio, it's okay. Now, you can film it on anything, and what I've done is chopped out some pieces from my videos, which a lot of the biggest YouTubers are recommending now, is to chop out pieces of your videos and make them into shorts. And that's a possibility. But even to film, you know, you can film either this way or this way. Your video editing program should be able to allow you to chop a vertical piece out of a video, although it might not be ideal. It depends on how you frame it. If you have a look at what I did with my experiment on my personal channel, you'll get why it was so easy to do, because the way I planned it before I filmed it, but the way that I'm filming the long form videos allow for shorts to be cut very easily. But you used to have to put the hashtag shorts either in the description or the title. What I do is I always upload a video private first, try to let it percolate in the YouTube algorithm for at least a couple of days, if not weeks. And that way YouTube will pick it up, and you'll see when you upload a video, YouTube now literally says, it looks like you're uploading a short. We're going to treat this as a short video. And then you'd probably be able to do something if that wasn't the case. But their system has gotten better over time. Yeah, thank you. I miss a lot in the chat. I don't mean to, but if I do miss anything that anybody means for me to say, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Jedi Cameron's got some shorts here, and these are starting to get into the couple of thousand views, which is great. They do some live streaming as well. Hopefully I'll catch them for another one of these soon enough also. The idea, again, with the shorts is that hopefully we're building a catalog, right? When we try to make a video that people are gonna like, that's really hard to do. It's okay to aim to make a video that you think a lot of people will like, but when we try to make a video that's going to get millions of views, it's almost never the case, right? The idea is to build a catalog of 100 videos, knowing that some people will like some of them, and some of them will really pop into the tens of thousands of views, and maybe more. And anything from here to there is great. Anything farther is even better. Master Arts, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And There you go. Yeah, Sam's Vlogs Trains and More. You film trains vertically and edit them into shorts when uploading them into YT, which is an interesting way of doing it. The other thing, too, is that a simple way of making sure that you can get shorts out of your videos is while you're filming, just make sure that when you're comfortable with the framing of your video, if you're doing a traditional video and you're going to take shorts out, just take a step back, go a little bit farther, because you can always crop your video, right? You always want to film either exactly the way you want it framed or a little bit farther out so that you can cut it and reshape it the way that you want. That'll make it easy to take shorts videos, especially out of things like unboxings or product reviews, and you'll see what I mean on my channel. Eventually I'll talk about the experiment a little bit better, but for those of you who follow me on my personal channel, you'll see what on earth I've done with these things. The first long form video that I took the shorts out of was not a plan. I planned on doing the shorts afterwards, but I knew it would be easy. And then when I filmed the second, which is a video that's going to be released in a couple of weeks, that video was filmed knowing I was going to be taking the shorts out of it. And you'll see the way that I act a little bit differently. You'll be able to tell the difference between one and the other, because while I'm unboxing things, I'm putting them right in front of me instead of beside me so that they'll be in frame for the shorts. You'll see what I mean when you get there. And then Creative Beauty Butterfly. We don't have, a lot of channels will let everybody be a moderator, let's just say, so you can click the go to channel thing, and we don't do that here, and we don't drop a lot of links. One of the reasons why is because when we search, find, and click on each other, especially after hundreds of people are doing it, we will rise up the search results, and YouTube will do a better job of predicting when we're looking for this particular Sam's Vlogs Trains and More or whatever channel we're looking for. I'll type my name into the chat so that you can search me out, and I should come up first for everybody, but my name is Kevin K. You'll see that in a second there. And the channels that are the hardest to find are the ones who need our help the most. So like I said, over a couple of weeks or especially months, when hundreds of people start searching, finding, and clicking on your channel, you will beat out anybody else that has a similar name and be number one as the most active for your name, let's just say. There's probably not a lot of yellow shirt dads out there, but if somebody had another channel called Yellow Something Dad or Yellow Shirt Something or else, it might come up within the few. Like, for instance, my personal name, Kevin K, is a popular name. Not only are there other YouTube channels, there's at least one, if not two, DJs named Kevin K, and an actor. An actor that nobody, I don't think, really knows, but there is an actor named Kevin K. So I had to work for many, 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 many years to become number one for most search results, and your search results might be different than mine when you see them on the screen, because YouTube targets them geographically as well. It's always trying to guess what we individually are looking for. So that's just an idea. Sam's Vlogs Trains and More brings us a lot of train videos, but there's a lot more variety on this channel. Now, when he does bring us train videos, he will either be outside or inside or outside. Sometimes for a look around, sometimes for a story to be told, but often for a trip as well. And sometimes he's giving us tips and tricks for our own train travels as well. When we get into his shorts, we'll see how these are performing right now. And he's getting into the thousands of views, but that's not a surprise, because Sam's Vlogs Trains and More, first of all, has been at this for a while, but he very much is thinking about how to improve everything on his channel all the time. Now, we can join him for live streams where he talks about things like that, but he also does things like game nights or Q&As that are a lot of fun as well. He's on his way towards 1,800 subscribers and has been monetized a while too. So super chats and memberships to support him with when we get there. And he's here in Tuber Chat as a member and a moderator, and has been for over 2 years now. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with him. Thank you everybody for those thumbs up, by the way. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream. I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Sarah's Happy sorry, pardon me, I keep doing that. Sarah's Happy Hives is here with us for the first time. Hopefully everybody will give them a warm welcome into the Tuber Chat family. They've actually been here for a while today. Now, I don't watch videos while I live stream, and I don't subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take your latest video. I'm going to put this into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of your video. I will give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick. And then hopefully you have our notification bell on as well so you don't miss our further live streams. We are here usually 3 or 4 times a week, but we mix up the days and times so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. So I'm going to spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. I just dropped a link and pinned it. That is for Emotion's live stream. He just started, so he'll be on for likely a while. And we're still going to continue here. We're not in a race to get out of here or anything like that. I've got more time to put more channels on the screen for anybody who would like to stay. Virtual Shopkeeper Dee is coming up right now. We'll see what they've got going on. That's a slight name change for this channel. And I will get some more names onto the wheel right now. Ali's Crafts Pursuits, good to see you in the house. Word up to you too. And but anybody's free to go over to Emotion's channel whenever you would like. He's a member and a moderator here as well, so he will allow everybody to meet more friends and family members while you're there. Captain in the squad hopefully is still with us. I've got them on the wheel now, and I should probably refresh my page. I'm going to get Gail's Southern Living there. And I'll look for another couple of names in a moment here. Virtual Shopkeeper Dee has 477 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them towards the 500 they're thinking about. I'm just going to grab their notification bell here for a live stream that they've got coming up tomorrow. I'm going to take one of their latest videos. These are really short, but I'm just going to take one of these anyway and put this into my catch-up list. And you'll see that this channel has got a few shorts. We'll see how these are doing right now. These are getting into the thousands of views. One's popped over 7,000, which is great. And when we get into the live streams, we see that their short videos are really meant to promote the live streams, but hopefully we'll catch one of these shortly as well. So this is going to be, tomorrow, a Sunday live stream, Sunday auction. So that'll be interesting as well. Hopefully we'll catch. Hopefully I'll catch that. Hopefully I'll see you there as well. Captain in the squad, I've got you on the wheel. So thank you for your patience today. We'll spin. We'll get another channel up on the screen, and then I will add some names to our wheel from our chat list. Jamie Hart, we already looked at, so we'll move a little bit faster. And we'll see who's coming up next. If anybody, if I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Mark the Shark is up right now, and for those of you who noticed, I am wearing a Mark the Shark hat. It's one of 2, as a matter of fact, that this creator generously sent over as a gift, for which I'm grateful. It's beautiful. It's embroidered. Actually, you can see that. Hopefully not too badly with the green screen effect, but these are just gorgeous. And Mark the Shark's been a dear friend for a long time, so much so in fact that he is actually a moderator on our music channel, but he follows all of my channels, and he does quite a few things on his own channel. He might be taking us to work, he might be giving us a story to be told. We get to hang out with him on live streams and get to know Mark the Shark. He also happens to be a dog breeder, and he brings us the journey of puppies being born and raised, as as well as he plays a little bit of online poker, and he shares that with us as well. So let me just see what's happening with the shorts. These are getting into the thousands of views, which is great to see. Live streams, something he does frequently. He hasn't posted a video in a while. So what I'm going to do is take the latest live stream replay, and I didn't mean to download that. I'm clicking too fast here. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. That'll just give me something to run before tomorrow's live stream. We're on tomorrow by the same time, by the way. And was named by Kevin. What did I name? What did I just say that I named that I missed? Stock Explorer is here as a member and a moderator. I didn't have their name on the wheel from the beginning, but they were here right at the beginning of the stream. Now, the Stock Explorer, they've changed their avatar here, so this is really cool. I'm going to get some more names on the wheel in a second, actually. But the Stock Explorer is Nora. They are going to bring us the stock markets and crypto markets in a level-headed down-to-earth way through everything from shorts to videos and live streams, as well as a lot of friendly conversation. And then they've got some shorts that include a lot of random videos as well, but these have gotten into the thousands of views, which is great. In the live streams, there could be graphs and charts. Oh, I named it Mark the Shark. Did I name it? That'd be funny. I don't know if you're telling the truth when you say that. I have no reason to think Mark the Shark would ever not be true, but that'd be pretty funny. And the Stock Explorer is going to bring us charts and graphs sometimes, but a lot of StreamYard panelists as well for friendly conversation. They bring us beginner tutorials, advanced topics, and everything in between. I joined them on their channel once for a dedicated conversation where we talked for about 2 hours about YouTube, actually, and that was just a couple months ago, so still very much relevant. You can search that out on their channel when you get there. Nora's been an incredibly supportive friend. Oh, is that what Mark the Shark? It is a true story. Interesting. I got to remember that now. That's funny. I didn't realize I did that, and that was the story. Interesting. So it gives that much more meaning to the hat that I now wear that says Mark the Shark for that channel. One of two. Like I said, I wore the other hat the other day. Overly generous. Way, way, way overly generous. So thank you, though. I really do appreciate that. Now that the weather's getting a little bit better, I'll be sure to wear these a little more often, especially outdoors. Tropical Buzz is the second channel from Nora, the Stock Explorer. And this is... Oh, Mark the Shark, because he's a poker shark, of course. That's why I don't play against him. I play the tiniest amount of online poker, but not against Mark the Shark. He'll wipe me out, I know already. He does a lot of tournaments and does pretty well. Nora the Stock Explorer brings us Tropical Buzz. There's a few shorts here, but this creator intends on bringing us plant life and education that comes along with that, some of which is already there. Some they'll be growing themselves. They've been getting involved in seed swaps and things like that with other creators also. Together we travel. I'm going to get you onto the wheel. CV Baseball Card Collector. Forgive me, I thought I put you on the wheel already, but I guess not yet. I'll get you on there right now. And we'll spin right away, and then I'll get another couple of names onto the wheel if we need to. Elisa's Adventures in Cruising is there. CV Baseball Card Collector's coming up right now. I'll get Master Arts on the wheel. If anybody has not already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done. You don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. So CV Baseball Card Collector is here. This is a channel I'm still getting to know. Please remind me never to tell you about the cards that I had twice in my life. As a kid, of course, I collected a lot of baseball cards, especially hockey cards, because I played hockey just as a child, house league stuff. But I had both types of cards. I did not look after them. I still to this day insist that I had a Gretzky rookie card that would have got thrown in the garbage by my mom cleaning my room. Now that might not be a true story, so don't hold me to that. But anything's possible. I did at one point have Mario Lemieux rookie card, but that came later. A friend of mine was collecting more hockey cards than anything. He was actually trying to collect a lot of Gretzky rookie cards. At the time, I think they were worth somewhere between $400 and $700 Canadian, which is, the American dollar would be 70 cents, right? So let's say 300 to 500 American, something like that. Anyway, we started collecting, and my friend was so into it. I was really just doing it because it's something we, had to do kind of together. And I kept all my stuff in those beautiful binders, and once in a while we got good cards like my Mario Lemieux rookie card, if I remember right. And we put those in, we got those plastic covers to put them in and everything else. And then one day, not too many years later, the next door neighbor from me had a couple of young boys growing up, and I knew I wasn't going to pursue it, so I didn't bother looking up the names and stuff like that. And I forget, I'm sure eBay was around at the time, but I can't remember for the life of me the timeline and how old I might have been. But I just took the box of now collectible cards that I'd been chasing, Upper Deck stuff and this and that, and I just gave it to these kids. And I just told them, I said, some of these cards might be valuable, so try to take care of them, and I hope you can do something with them. I don't know if they ever did. I just got a little bit older and moved away. But yeah, if I had anything of value, it's long gone now. But CV Baseball Card Collector, I just wanted to tell that story for a second. But I'm looking forward to getting to know the channel more and seeing what more you've got here. When we look at the shorts, we see that this creator's really popped into lots of shorts with thousands of views, and even now well over 10,000 and even 47,000 views, which is great. Live streams are something they do frequently. They did one yesterday. It looks like they're doing these about once a week. Pardon me, so hopefully I'll catch them. Hopefully I'll catch them soon. Yeah, it's, I think to myself, or at least at the time, I thought to myself, maybe somebody else is really going to enjoy these things more so than I am. And while I should have been able to see the future and understood if I'd have kept those things, perhaps I would have just sold them though. I have to be honest, I wouldn't have had the passion for it that a lot of people do. And whether those particular kids did anything with those cards or probably, either hopefully gave them away or sold them or something like that, they'd likely, if there was anything of value, be in the hands of somebody who could do something with it, whether it's flipping them. I mean, I hope somebody bought a card for $100 and sold it for $1,000, or whatever, any number of different things that would happen, or just has them in a collection to enjoy, because I know a lot of people enjoy collecting things, right? Even, I go back to it a million times now lately, but when I talk about the vinyl records that I collect, I'm not a collector. That's not why I get them. I can't describe to you my love for those things. It's ridiculous. It makes no sense. They're expensive and completely a waste of time and inconvenience and everything else, but I buy records to listen to them. The first thing I do when I open them is put them on the turntable and run them once, right? So there's no mint in my collection or anything like that. They're not meant to be sold. They're not meant to be traded. They're not collected. I don't make sure I get every Motley Crue album that ever came out or anything like that. I just buy the stuff that I think I'm going to want to listen to for the next 30 years and a little bit extra from that. But, for people who really collect a lot of things, I believe I understand for that reason, but I didn't have the passion for the cards that obviously CV Baseball Card Collector is going to have. So Elisa's Adventures in Cruising is here. This is another creator who's out supporting others all the time. I run into them constantly supporting other creators. They're here with us frequently. If there's anybody in the chat that hasn't already been on the wheel or the screen, just please say anything at all in the chat and I'll get you added to the wheel right now. We'll go through a few more channels and then we'll go over to Raid Emotion. I'll drop his link again right now for anybody that wants to go over there, and I'll come over there also. He's here as a moderator and a gold member, actually. So we see his channel every single day in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream. And his link is dropped by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so also. Elisa's Adventures in Cruising is another channel I'm still getting to know. They've actually been with us a couple of months now, but I'm going to take another piece of content that I can watch, another 14-minute video here. I've put that in my catch-up list. That'll help me get caught up with this creator. They've got some shorts that are starting to move well over 1,000 views, which is great, and live streams are something they're doing frequently. So a couple times a week, by the look of it, I've got my notification on for the next one, and a lot of this content I find compelling as well, personally, just because I happened to work on a cruise ship for one summer many eons ago. But they'll give you the story here about what they're doing on their channel and how they came about to start filming this kind of content and bringing it to us. But we've had this influx lately of travel and cruising content, which is really cool. I think after the last couple of years we've all been through, now that travel's starting to open up, we're starting to see a lot more of this. Captain and the Squad is brand new to Superchat today. We're looking at this channel for the first time. I'll give one more call for the idea of swapping playlists. If anybody in the house would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Creative Beauty Butterfly, I've got you on the wheel now. We're going to look at your channel soon enough. And then Songbits Laura is a member, so I'm going to put them on the wheel right away. And when we look at Captain and the Squad, I just want to double check that this is the right Captain and the Squad. It is. I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream. So what I'm going to do is take one of your videos. I usually look for something around 10 minutes if you have anything like that. Maybe not, so I'll take the longest one I see, which is this 5-minute one. I'm going to put this in my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list and I'll watch that video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on, as I do for all creators, and that should make our connection stick. And then hopefully you have our notification bell on as well, so you don't miss our further live streams. We are usually here 3 or 4 times a week, so we also mix up the days and times so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Oh, and then, yeah, swapping playlists is a simple arrangement anybody can make to just agree to run playlists for each other. Most creators are going to insist on somewhat of a fair trade, because we have seen people get caught in the idea that they've only got 10 videos to watch, and if they hook up with a gaming channel, they might have lengthy live streams that can go on for days. Thank you, Jedi Cameron. We had a look at your channel earlier, but thank you for those thumbs up. There's Come Hither with Heather, that is here from Australia as well. Jedi Cameron's with us almost every day. Come Hither with Heather is with us as often as they can be. Being in Australia, they're about 12 hours off of our time, of course. We mix up the times here. Creative Beauty Butterfly is also here for the first time. Now, again, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, so I'm just going to take your latest video, put this in my watch later list. What that will allow me to do again is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn the notification bell on. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully you have our notification bell on as well so you don't miss our further live streams. We are usually here 3 or 4 times a week, but we mix up the days and times, pardon me, so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Together We Travel is coming up right now. This is another supportive creator that I see out supporting others all the time. Come Hither with Heather, still waking up. Oh, am I wrong? Yeah, not quite 6 hours. Okay, so 11 hours or something like that. 11 or 13 hours off from us. I'm always good, Jedi Cameron. Thank you for asking. That's Hyper Blitz that changed their name a while back. And then Together We Travel is another travel channel that we're still getting to know. and hopefully they'll have some new content shortly. I just want to see how they're doing with shorts videos. These have gotten into the thousands of views. I keep seeing this one when we pull this channel up, but what a cool view, eh? Is that not a wicked looking short video? So that's awesome. Live streams are something that they seem to be doing a couple times a week. Hopefully I'll catch you for one of these again soon, and together we travel. Let's just see what you got on your about page. They got quite a bit of information. So they've been to places like Hawaii, London, Iceland, Tahiti, and a few more. So hopefully everybody will enjoy the variety in content that comes from this channel. They got 543 subscribers today. We'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 600 that they're thinking about. This is a creator coming up now who's actually been a extremely loyal and dedicated friend to Superchat and myself for a long time. She supports on all of my channels, with both of hers, I believe, actually. Gail Southern Living has at least 2 channels, and she's very well known as somebody who's an advocate for helping others grow, helping others hit different milestones and things like that. Now, Gail Southern Living comes to us from the homesteading community of channels, and I group a lot of different niches in that. So I talk about gardening, farming, ranching, anything outdoors, even fishing, camping, bushcraft, and things like this. Now, Gail's Southern Living is going to bring us some garden updates and a lot of friendly conversation on the channel. She might get into Happy Mail videos, shout outs for other creators, and she has done 2 specific videos that are called How to Use Superchat to show you exactly how she gets value out of the time that she spends here. And as a loyal and dedicated friend of what I believe is well over 2 years now, Gail Southern Living has spent a lot of time here. So I'm grateful for those, but you can find those on her channels. So almost 2,300 subscribers here, and is monetized. Lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Her shorts are getting into the thousands of views. One popped over 18,000, which is great. She does a lot of live streaming. Hopefully I'll catch this one coming up later in the month. That's on a Sunday, day after Record Store Day. And she live streams now, it looks like frequently, even almost a couple times a week at times. Let's look at Gail's Crafts and Coupons, and this is where we get Gail Southern Living's second channel. I'm going to take another video from you here from, I don't know if you pronounce that Temu or Temu. I'm going to take that video and put it into my catch-up list. They've got an affiliate program, so we're starting to see a lot of creators come out with some of this content, hauls from this company. I see their ads all the time. So I'll be interested to see that. But Gail's Crafts and Coupons is going to help us understand how we can either save money or get more value from the money that we spend. And you can see that her shorts over here are starting to get into the thousands of views as well. More live streams on this channel. Hopefully we'll have one. It's been a month, but she likely streams frequently, once a week or so. So hopefully those will pick up on the channel again shortly. I'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen. And if anybody has not already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. Please don't forget to give me a thumbs up on the way out. Give Emotion a thumbs up on the way in. I'm going to drop that link again for anybody that wants to come over and raid. We're going to look at a channel now called Master Arts. I've got to spell it properly to get to it though. Might have to trick YouTube into knowing we're looking for a channel. And let me see if I can match their avatar. This is our Master Arts, and we've got, I thought they were here for the first time, but I'm mistaken about that. Master Arts is here as a channel I'm still getting to know. I'm just going to grab this latest video. Look at the art detail in these drawings, my dear goodness. And hopefully everybody will enjoy that. I'm just going to hit their About page. 17 years old, self-taught artist, freehand, and they will do realism, supercar drawings, portraits, 3D as well, and they take requests on their channel, which is really cool. So I'm looking forward to seeing more from them and getting to know the channel. They're getting close to 2,900 subscribers, so I'm just going to put your notifications on. I don't know why I didn't have that on, but it might just be that I didn't click that at the time. I meant to do that. I do that for every creator. Now it looks like they've stuck, so that's great, and I'll be looking forward to more content from this creator. Eddie Lugo Studios is going to bring us some more travel content as well, so I'll put his channel on the wheel in a second because he happens to be a member. The Jay Jordan passed through quickly, but this creator is constantly producing content. You'll see what I mean on their channel, because they've got videos coming out every day. They're live, they do shorts, they do videos. If they're not on their own channel, they're on other people's channels, on StreamYard, having conversations. They bring music, they bring fitness. Sometimes they take us outside for bowling and other activities as well. MLY Bird Farm, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Eddie Lugo Studios is on the wheel as a member. And we'll spin the wheel. Did I drop that link for Emotion? Maybe I didn't. He's already live, so anybody can go over there, and we'll be over there in a few minutes to raid him. He'll allow everybody to continue meeting friends and family members on his channel the same way that we do here. I'm going to get MLY Bird Farm onto our wheel. It's been a while since we've seen that channel. Songbits Laura is up here, and this creator is going to bring us, they say that their channel is a community of different interests and lifestyles from around the globe. We can connect here, have conversations, and connect with each other. I'm just going to see this dual streaming video. I'm assuming that's using the StreamYard feature now that allows people to simulcast. And Songbits Laura, when we look in the videos, these are a little bit short. That's okay. I want to see the actual shorts videos. These are getting into over 1,000 views now, which is great. And the live streams are something that's frequent. So it looks like a couple of times a week. Hopefully I'll catch you for one of these again shortly. And we'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. Songbits Laura has 543 subscribers. We'd love to push them towards the 600 they're thinking about. And look, the wheel, the odds are ever in your favor today. The wheel's choosing you twice. Forgot to take the name off for a second. If there's anybody left in the chat that is still watching or listening that hasn't been on the wheel, then just please say anything at all. I'll put you on right now. We've got a couple more minutes. And again, if anybody hasn't given that thumbs up, I hope you will. They really do help. We're doing fantastic today. 96 thumbs up right now, so it's tough to say whether we're going to hit that marker right before we go or not. We'll get it in the replay for sure. But Eddie Lugo Studios is up here. This is a creator who is building up quite a reputation as an influencer, because I've seen them with live streams. And first of all, they've got, I think they stream every day, but they've got other panelists that come up with them. But they've like got a community, and they're doing a really good job of promoting others. So I see them, first of all, supporting others, but having a great support system for their own channel built up all the way, already is what I mean to say. Eddie Lugo Studios brings us more cruising and travel content with 1,200 subscribers so far. They've got another video that's come out. I'm going to put that into my catch-up list, set the notification for a premiere they've got coming up tonight in another 2 or 3 hours. And then their shorts videos have started to move into over 1,000 views, which is great. Hopefully that continues. Live streams is something they're doing constantly. And like I said, they got StreamYard panels here. They hop in on other people's StreamYard panels as well. I'm just going to set notifications for all of the live streams they've got coming up here. We're recommending for everybody to hit notifications for everything that we see, whether they're premieres or live streams, because it sends an engagement signal of interest into the YouTube algorithm, of course, right? Come Hither with Heather is coming up right now from Australia. They bring us paranormal investigations and explorations of abandoned locations. Come Hither with Heather's been an extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, along with their partner, Werner's Adventures. We'll look at their channel in a second. But Come Hither with Heather also gets into collaborations with other creations. with other creators. They've done a lot of live streams as well. Happy Meal video there, which is cool. Collaborations here in a couple of their streams. There's a StreamYard panel with a handful of people on there. Sorry, I missed that. And then there's Gloria's Platter with her. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to Come Hither with Heather. And I'm just going to hit their shorts videos for a second, see how these are doing. These are starting to get into over 1,000 views and into the couple thousand, which is great. I've got your latest video and I've put that into my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to catch up there. When I get to the homepage, I'll see Werner's Adventures. These two creators are partners. And here is where we're going to find more explorations of abandoned locations. I'm just going to take another video and put that into my catch-up list. We see Werner's Adventures is growing rapidly now at over 1,100 subscribers, and then they live stream as well. You'll find both of these creators together in each other's streams and things like that all the time. Come Hither with Heather is also well known for being an advocate for promoting other channels. I even joined them on their panel once when they were advocating for watch hours for our dear Scratch and PPA, which is quite some time ago now, actually. MLY Bird Farm. I'm surprised this is the first time we're putting your channel on the screen here in Superchat, but I'm glad we're getting a chance to look at it. I didn't realize we weren't connected already. Now, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but I'm just going to take your latest video. I'm going to put this into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I will give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully you have our notification bell on here as well so you don't miss our further live streams. We are here 3 or 4 times a week, but we mix up the days and times so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. I see Long Island Bigfoot is in the house. I just spun for free, but I put you on the wheel right away. We're just about to head out for a raid, but we've got an extra couple of minutes, so I'm going to put Scrow's Nest on as well. This is another creator I see out supporting others all the time. Long Island Bigfoot has 21,000 subscribers. They've got some shorts videos that have popped into the millions of views, which is great. Lots with hundreds of thousands of views. Pardon me. They've got live streams that come out looks like once or twice a week. I caught them this morning, which was great. And they had a StreamYard panel up, and I appreciate the kind words while I was there, by the way. I'm just going to take your latest video and put this into my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to catch up a little bit, get another piece of content watched. And I see Little Ridge Farm coming in. They are a member, so I'm going to add them onto the screen right away. I'm just going to spin the wheel. And it's time for me to drop the link again for our raid. We're going to go over and see Emotion. He will allow us to continue meeting friends and family members while we're over there during his premiere, and today's a live stream. All of our moderators have an overwhelming sense of generosity, so they will all allow us to meet more friends and family members during their premieres and live streams. Scrow's Nest is up. This is a channel I'm still getting to know. They got 571 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 600 that they're thinking about. Hopefully everybody's remembered the thumbs up on the way in. It looks like it. We officially hit 100. So thank you everybody for the 100 thumbs up again. We're going to go for a raid in the minute. I see Mr. Timmy Ray the King coming in. I've got them on the wheel with Little Ridge Farm. Now Scrow's Nest is somebody I see out supporting creators like crazy. Their name is Randy. They live in Tucson, Arizona. They've been cruising since 2007. They're talking about a lot more of their story on their About page, but we see some cruising content here. So I'm going to take one of your videos, put it in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to watch another piece of content and get caught up a little bit. And then in the shorts videos, we see that these are starting to move over a couple thousand views, which is great. And hopefully live streams will be an idea that might pick up again in the future. We'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up onto the screen. Again, I dropped a link a few times and pinned it. That's for Emotion. He is a talented singer and songwriter who happens to be a gold member and a moderator here in Superchat. So we'll go over there and raid together. Little Ridge Farm is up right now. And if anybody would like to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Little Ridge Farm comes to us from the homesteading community of channels. They bring us Tiny Home Living, Tiny Home Homestead, and this is a channel that's got a really interesting story. It's not what the channel's about, but it's a story that we follow along with. This creator actually had their home burned down this year. So they're in the process of rebuilding and recouping, but this is a story of tenacity and perseverance as this creator continues to be out supporting others in all the typical ways that we talk about with generosity. Everywhere that I go, I run into them constantly. They're here with us just about every single day as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. Little Ridge Farm will also bring us live streams. Sometimes Mark and his daughter Kira are together. It's often just Mark with conversation. We see him on other StreamYard panels as well, and we see that his shorts are doing pretty well also on this channel. So we'll look forward to more content on the channel, and you can get more about the story that I'm talking about there on their channel when you get there. Oh, Little Ridge Farm, were you here earlier and I didn't put you on the wheel? Forgive me for that. If you ever see me forget to put a channel on the wheel, please don't be afraid to give me a nudge or let one of the moderators know. I try to put channels on the screen as soon as I see them in the chat if they're a member, unless I accidentally delete one off the wheel. That happens too when I'm copying and pasting, but I try to keep the mistakes to a minimum, but I promise you I make as many as anybody. Mr. Timmy Ray the King brings us a lot of music and racing, and the shorts are starting to get into a couple thousand views. There's some more races here. I'm just going to take their latest video and put it in my catch-up list. Mr. Timmy Ray the King always engages conversation when they're here as well. They've got 272 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them towards the 300 they're thinking about. Thank you, everybody, for the time that you spent. Forgive me for the channels that we did not get to. We're going to go over and raid into Emotions live stream right now. There's already people over there, and we'll be welcome to meet more friends and family members while we engage with a StreamYard panel and listen to some music from that talented music producer. And please don't forget the thumbs up on the way out. Give Emotion a thumbs up on the way in. I'll see you over there in a few minutes, and Tuber Chat is back same time tomorrow. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.